Colorado High School Activities Association football is on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com. Tonight from Beat Digger Stadium in Brush, it's a Patriot League clash, or at least these teams were formerly in the Patriot League in one division, as the Brush Beat Diggers entertain the Eaton Reds on homecoming night. John Beltran back with Dave Uhrig, as the teams are right now out at midfield, at least the captains, I should say. Eaton is dressed in their home or road whites, coached by Zach Lemon. The assistants Dean Grable, Dustin Duncan, Cameron Stewart, Roy True, Randy Craddock, Daryl Martin, Justin Hoffman, and Dan Alamon. The Beat Diggers by Reed Call, assisted by Aaron Quinlan. Defensive coordinator Travis Lefevre, Rick Call, Kent Call, Dusty Quick, Brady Walter, and Bob Bear. And somebody deferred there, Dave. Looked like somebody deferred. I didn't catch it there, but we'll find out right now. Looks like the Beat Diggers are going to receive, and they will after Eaton deferred. Interesting strategy, because that Eaton offense, man, the last time they had a running back go for a lot of yardage, you remember that? Austin Eckler back in 2012 when the Beat Diggers had a big lead. They were up by double digits in the fourth and lost by 11.
Right.
So if they don't contain Travis Cunningham tonight, then it's not going to be a good night for Brush. But, hey, they are coming off a very solid defensive effort against the Lamar Savages. And
Sounds
I think,
like more of an opportunistic
right,
defensive effort. Yeah. But, that being said, playmakers make plays happen.
Well, I mean, I think we can agree that Eaton is not the caliber of Fort Morgan, but they're better than Lamar. That's pretty obvious. They smoked Lamar just like Brush did. They beat him 35-0, so I'm not exactly revealing breaking news there.
Right.
All right, to kick it off is Tanner Frank. How about a big return on special teams? We haven't seen one of those in a while, although Jaron Peterson had a 40-yard return against Fort Morgan. But like that and many other drives, they did not result in points. We have collaborated with Colorado Preps for a Northeast Preps Facebook page. Bring you extensive online coverage of our area teams. One simple website for you to get all the coverage. It's northeastpreps.com, and on Facebook, Northeast Preps opening kickoff brought to you by Buildings by Design. The experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. Man, Dave, another awesome night here, huh?
Oh, it's beautiful. The flag's blowing. It seems like it's going from the northeast down to the southwest, but an awful nice night.
Well, that's a very short kick, fielded on a hop at the 36-yard line, and down at the 40 to a couple of knees was, well, I'm looking at 81, which would be on this roster, is that Jordan Taylor.
Yeah, he was smart there. He caught the ball, and he took off running with it for a minute, but most time the coaches tell you to hit the dirt, and that's exactly what he did. He picked up a couple more yards, but maintained control of the ball.
Well, the Beat Diggers with excellent field position, and Cade Uhrig is out of a shotgun. Receivers to the left and right, and there's the give to Peterson, spinning across the 40 to the 42. He was upended over there by Mason Willitson. 2nd down and 8. Beat Digger starting lineup brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan. Locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush. We'll get to that here momentarily. The Beat Diggers with a brief huddle there. Peterson in motion to the left on 2nd down. There's the option. Uhrig taking it to the left side along the sideline. A stiff arm out of bounds at the 45.
Nice.
And there's a late hit. And that was Willitson dragging Uhrig out of bounds, and now there's another late flag. Boy, I wonder if there's going to be offsetting penalties.
Yeah, I'm afraid we got the penalty for the late hit out of bounds, but then we turn around and might have had our own unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I think that's going to be offsetting penalties. Clearly, Willitson nailed Uhrig after a 3-yard gain, a few yards out of bounds, but then I think somebody with a Beat Digger said something. And it should be, 3rd down and 5 then. The play would count. Let's look for the preliminary indication. That's why, Dave, and I know we're dealing with teenagers here, so it's natural.
After the play, late hit on the defense, number 15. Also after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 6. Those penalties will offset.
And there you could hear the official right through our microphone.
It's 2 yards.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5 after the gain of 3 by Cade Urich, who's the quarterback. Trent Mount, Adrian Lopez, Ben Brown. You're looking at receivers and running backs here, along with Jaron Peterson and Colin Cole, Johnny Cyprian, Isaac Romero, Josh Chacon, Andrew Guzman, Riggs Tan. Along the line, 3rd down and 5 for the Bead Diggers at their own 45. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left out of a shotgun. Urich rolling right. He's going to take off with the football. He's down. He's going to be sacked back at about the 44. It's a loss of 1. And either nobody got open or he just took off a little bit too quickly. 4th down and 6, and the Bead Diggers will have to punt, Dave.
Yeah, I know Coach Call likes to run those waggle passes. I'm going to lean towards maybe a receiver wasn't open and Cade knew he had to do something. But this Eaton defense, they lined up in a 4-3 every time and showed a lot of speed. You know, these kids are quick. They get to the ball very quickly on the outside.
Isaiah Salazar, a freshman, is back deep to receive a Bodka to punt, left-footed punt, end over end. And Salazar's got it at the 25, stutter steps to the 30, to his left to the 35, tries to break through a seam at the 36, but he's held up by Isaac Morales, a sophomore. And at the 37 is where Eaton has the ball. Just a minute 19 into the game, the Bead Diggers didn't get a first down, really didn't chew up clock. So Eaton has pretty good field position, just like Brush did to begin their opening drive.
Well, like you said, they had good luck against Platte Valley last week, and this is big. Let's see what this Digger defense brings.
And watch out for that quarterback, Austin Colson. The lone running back is Travis Cunningham. Receivers to the left and right out of a shotgun. 1st and 10, Eaton from their own 37-yard line. Play action, back to throw, steps up, rolls to his left, pressure backside, trying to buy time. He's got the sideline to the 45, down to the 50. And he's run out of bounds by Jade Queen. It's a gain of 12, just shy of the 50, and an Eaton red, 1st down.
You know, we had good pressure there on him and good coverage there. There was no open receivers. But our defensive end over there on that side, he ended up fighting inside. They were able to hook him, and that's what allowed Colson to roll out.
1st and 10 for the Reds at their own 49-yard line after the gain of 12. The receiver to the right is Evan Anderson, a junior. Out of a shotgun once again. Cunningham is right behind the quarterback. Colson, high snap, and he bobbles it. Now he picks it up, and he's down at the 46-yard line. Riggs Tan was right there to make the play. A loss of about 3, 2nd down and 13. And those were some of the mistakes that Eaton made last week against Platte Valley. They would stub their own toe with miscues and penalties, and that's why they only scored 12 points despite having over 350 yards of offense. 2nd and 13 for Eaton at their own 46-yard line. Could be a passing situation. Handoff right up the gut and to the 49. And that is Justin Cunningham, the junior. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Nick Wellen made the tackle. Yeah, there's 2 Cunninghams, I guess, Dave. Although Travis is the one. Travis had 32 carries last week. 3rd and 10 at their own 49-yard line. 2 receivers out to each side. Throwing situation. Colson, 3-step drop. Here comes pressure. He's going to be sacked back at the 41. Oh, Lord. I mean, the Bead Diggers came through with a flurry. I don't think anybody was blocked cleanly. And there were 4 or 5 Bead Diggers in on the play, a loss of 7. And it's 4th down and 17 to go for the Reds.
You know, Ryan Dunker just timed it perfectly. You know, he blitzed. That's something the Diggers didn't do last week defensively. And, you know, Eaton probably wasn't expecting it, but he blitzed over here on the left side and timed it perfectly. He got through the line of scrimmage right at the snap.
I believe that's Peyton McKevitt. We'll confirm here momentarily to punt on 4th and 17 for the 42. Bead Diggers have 9 up at the line of scrimmage. There's the snap. Here comes the pressure, and was nearly blocked over there. And it's a fairly short punt to the 30, but takes an Eaton roll inside the 25 down to the 21.
It was a good punt for him. It took a good roll, but I'll tell you what, we did have the pressure. The pressure was all coming up the middle. I was a little bit afraid we were going to run into him.
Zach Rutherford almost blocked that punt. But Dave, they say baseball's a game of inches. That applies to football too.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 for the Bead Diggers at their own 21-yard line. This is their 2nd drive of the game. Bead Diggers went 3 and out on their first drive. And there's the give on the counter to Peterson. And, he had one man to get around to about the 23 or 24-yard line. And that, once again, was Mason Willitson. It's a gain of about, we'll call it 3. Second down and 7. But he gets by him. He's still running.
Yeah, they didn't have anybody left. They had a free safety back here, but all the other 10 guys were all within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage and just outside of our tight end. So and there they go again. Everybody's right up there stopping the run.
Second down and just shy of the 24. Urich will hand it off to Peterson. Stutter stepping through the middle, and he drives his way across the 25 to the 28. Man, they're not blocking Willitson at all. He's in on the play again along with Henry Fritzler. A gain of 4, third down and 3 to go for Brush.
Well, they're committing to stop the run. They've got 10 guys up there, and we're trying to block them with 7 and maybe a running back. So they have us outnumbered. We just going to have to, Jaron's going to have to break that one tackle. When he does, like you said, he's going to be off to the races.
Under center this time is Cade Urich. 3rd and 3 from the 28. 3 in the backfield. Urich hands off to Peterson. He's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. And he was brought down to the ground by Edward Fritzler. 4th down and 3 to go for Brush. And this could be a game where we see lots of possessions because we have played less than 7 minutes and the Bead Diggers have already had it twice. And now Eaton is going to have it a second time, and they'll have decent field position unless Abadka gets off an incredible punt. Isaiah Salazar standing back at his own 38. Perfect snap, no rush. Gets it off, nice end over end. Salazar to his right to the 35, runs wide to the left, slips out of a tackle, still on his feet to the 40-yard line, back to the middle, a flag is down, and he's down at the 49, a return of 14, but I think this is going to come back.
Yeah, hopefully we get a block in the back in our favor on that one, but the Diggers had a lot of people heading down there, but we overran it just a little bit, and they have to make sure that they keep that relationship so that he's not able to give up that ground and get around the corner on us.
And it was a block at the back against the Reds. Now the penalty was downfield, so it looks like they're going to mark it off from the end of the run, which means they would still have decent field position at about the 39-yard line. Is that where they're going to mark it? Yep. Right at the 39, 6:48 to go, opening quarter. The Bead Diggers and Eaton Reds on homecoming night in Brush are scoreless. And the Reds run up to the line of scrimmage. Only one first down between these teams. That was attained by Eaton. Out of a shotgun is Colson. Travis Cunningham is the lone setback. On first down, he's going to hand it off to Cunningham running right. The Bead Diggers are right there. Penetration by Andrew Guzman to bring him down for a loss of 1. Well, yeah, back to the 38. Dave, this defense is excellent so far. Second down and 11.
A lot different approach than we had last week. Like I said, we're blitzing and getting upfield. Last week we kind of sat back and played catch.
From the 38, second down and 11. Live in your world, learn in ours at Northeastern. Go to njc.edu. Second down and 11 at the 38-yard line. Austin Colson, the quarterback, out of a shotgun, trips to the right. 3-step drop now, setting up a screen over the middle. The pass is caught. There's a lane over there to the 45, slipping out of a tackle to the 50, getting by a Bead Digger at the 40, along the left sideline at the 30, and tripped up at the 25. And that is Tanner Frank with a big, big play. A first down for the Reds in the official spot. Looks like it's going to be the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 37 on the pass from Colson to Frank.
Yeah, but a good call, screen call. Our defense was coming, and they just let him slide by. And Colson's good enough quarterback to have enough touch on the ball to get it over the top of our defensive line.
First and 10 for the Reds in Bead Digger territory at the 26. Looking for the first score of the game out of a shotgun. Back to throw to his right, wide open. The pass is caught underneath. And trying to slip out of a tackle and doing so inside the 15 is Evan Anderson, still on his feet to the 10, carrying defenders to about the 4. Oh, some shoddy tackling there by the Bead Diggers. It's a gain of 21 on the pass to Anderson. First and goal for the Reds.
Yeah, it was bad. Our corner had grabbed him by the shirt, but he never tried to grab him by the leg, so he was trying to spin him around by pulling on his shirt.
First and goal for Eaton at the 5-yard line. 2 plays have merited 58 yards. Handoff Cunningham off left tackle, and he lunges to about the 3 before he's brought down over there by Josh Chacon. Second down and goal to go. This will be the 5th play of the drive, and they moved it quickly. Yeah, these are not easy ones, Dave. whatsoever for Brush on defense. Second down and goal from the 3. Again, Cunningham the lone setback, and a shotgun once again is Colson. Back to throw, pumping, throwing to his right. Touchdown. Wide open there was Evan Anderson, I believe. And it's a touchdown for the Reds. Nope, check that. That is Mason Willitson. And Eaton leads 6-0. 3 yards away.
Corner's just giving him a little bit of cushion, and Eaton's doing a good job of taking advantage of that space and getting open.
This was a low-scoring game last year. The Beat Diggers won. Now the extra point to be attempted by Edward Fritzler off the hold of Evan Anderson.
Got their kicking pads, so they had to have their coaches throw it out onto the field for them.
Awaiting the snap. There it is. The kick is up. Doesn't have a lot of distance, but it is good. 4:55 to go in the opening quarter. The score, Eaton 7 and the Beat Diggers nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, striking first was Eaton. 3-yard pass from Austin Colson to Mason Willitson. 61-yard drive, 4 plays, make it 5 in a minute 53. And the Reds lead by a score of 7-0. Let's see if we're going to have another short kick like we did to begin the game. Well, this time it's Tanner Frank kicking it off. And that kick is boomed to about the 10-yard line. Here is Peterson straight ahead to the 20, to the 25, wiggles his way to the 30, and down at the 32, a 22-yard return. And that's where the Beat Diggers will start this particular drive. Their third of the game. They have yet to pick up a first down.
Well, we've been running the ball, try to get outside. Didn't have a lot of luck with it, but like I said, Eaton's got 10 guys up there in the box. Makes it hard to run against. And here they go again. Their safety's 10 yards off the ball. Everybody else is up there within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
The official spot is the 31. Cade Urich back to throw, and the pass is going to be intercepted. A diving interception at the 45-yard line. Threw it off his back foot and picked off by Isaiah Salazar. It was intended for Daniel Abadka. I don't think he was patient enough there. He just threw it off his back foot as if he was being pressured. It looked like he had time, and that was really more on the quarterback than anything else.
Yeah, Abarca, I think he was running to that open space because there was only one guy back there, like we said, and he was off to the left of that free safety, and he was running into the open space, but he wasn't looking for the ball. He was looking downfield, and Urich threw it when he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, miscommunication there between quarterback and receiver. 1st and 10, the Reds at the Beat Digger 45. Handoff, Cunningham. No play action, and rolling to his right. There's pressure coming backside, and the pass is incomplete. Anderson was wide open, but he was pressured big time over there by Ben Brown, who came on a blitz. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The Beat Diggers gambled, and it almost did not pay off because if that throw is there to Anderson, he's got all types of running room.
Yeah, he was right over here in front of the Beat Digger bench, and he would have just ran right down the hash marks to the end zone. But Brush has got to do something. They've got to get some pressure on Colson.
2nd down and 10. Out of a shotgun is Colson at the Beat Digger 45. 7-0 Reds. And there is going to be the quarterback keeper to the left to the 40-yard line. 1st down along the sideline to the 30. And he lunges and dives to the 26. A gain of 19 and a red 1st down. And quite frankly, the quarterback Colson did a great job of sticking the ball in the gut of Cunningham while everybody went for Cunningham, and he had that running lane to the left side.
Yeah, he pulled it out, and we thought the fullback Cunningham still had the football and just left him wide open. Looked a little Cam Newton-ish.
It did. A lot of Cam Newton-ish. 1st and 10 for the Reds. Again in the gun is Colson at the Beat Digger 26-yard line, looking for their second score of the opening quarter. This time it will be Cunningham wanting ride to the right, and he's got a 1st down to the 16, dives to the 15. He fumbles the ball, but it goes out of bounds on that wide run to the right. Easy for me to say. But there is a flag down, and that's a hold against Eaton. The Beat Diggers needed that break, and this is what happened to Eaton last week. Besides the miscue we talked about earlier, yeah, the penalty will nullify any gain because it was at the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage. It would have been a a 13-yard gain, but all for naught.
Like you were saying, they tend to do this.
Well, they had stopped him on previous carries, and all of a sudden that lane opened up that wasn't there earlier. So the ball will now be at the 26, a first down and 20 to go. Rominger Jewelry and Gifts is the leader in Northeast Colorado for diamonds, jewelry, watches, and expert jewelry repair located in downtown Sterling. First and 20 for the Reds at the Beet Digger 36-yard line. 3:53 clock running opening quarter on homecoming night. And Digger Dan has made an appearance as well. Haven't seen him in a while. Lining up on the right side of the field. Two receivers split each side. From the 36 in the gun, Colson. Back to throw. Pressure coming. Slips out of a tackle to the 35. And then he runs into Jade Queen, who tackles him at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. Second down and 16 to go for the Reds.
Yeah, that was a good, sure tackle there by Queen. But we had him back there for probably a 2-yard loss. And, again, just kind of arm tackled him rather than getting down there on his legs.
Sometimes, Dave, as a defender, I think you have to spin off back to the inside or to the outside, depending upon where the play is going, instead of getting held up, because the Bee Diggers, like you said, they're that close. They've already got 1 sack in the game. Second down and 16 for the Reds. At the Bee Digger 32 in the gun. There's the handoff to the fullback, Cunningham. He slips out of a tackle inside the 25, and he's down at about the 22. And that is Justin Cunningham, but it's a nice gainer as the tackle was made by Colin Cole. And that's it is a 9-yard pickup. This will be the 5th play of the drive. 3rd and 7 from the 22. 3rd and 6. There's the give. First down, and that is Travis Cunningham off right tackle to the 15. Needed 6, got 7. Cole made the tackle again, and Jade Queen was right there. But the Reds are looking pretty sharp, Dave.
Yeah, they sure are. Quick, this is a much smaller Eaton Red team than what I remember playing, but they're fast. That line's fast, and they got a lot of speed out there.
Approaching the 2-minute mark of the opening quarter, and the Bee Diggers are in trouble early. Down 7-0, and the Reds already in the red zone, no pun intended, at the 15. Again, Travis Cunningham is the lone setback. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Give to Cunningham off left tackle to the 10. Flag is down, and he's strung there at about the 7 or 6-yard line, but that's going to go against the Reds. Go the other way. Hold against Eaton. That's the second penalty on this drive. And Dave, I don't think they needed that. I mean, he was already, by the time they threw that flag, he was 3 or 4 yards downfield. That's why you got to let go quickly. But the Bee Diggers will take it. They need it at this point.
Absolutely. We've got to do something to stop that momentum. It just seems like whatever they do, run or pass, it's positive yardage.
Well, it turns into an 8-yard penalty. First down and 18 for the 23. Well, this is easily the most balanced offense they've faced so far. For Morgan and Lamar were run-oriented offenses. From the 23, 1st and 18. Out of the gun, Colson to throw over the middle. The pass is caught inside the 15 to about the 12. And on the reception there was Devin McKay. It's a gain of 7.
Just a quick slant there from the far outside. Beautiful pass, almost a timing pattern.
That'll be 2nd down and 8.
They've got 68 yards passing already, completing 4 or 5 attempts.
2nd and 8 for the 11. Again, same formation. Colson has the snap, gives it off to Cunningham, and he's going to be thrown for a loss running wide to the right. Andrew Guzman got him back at about the 15, and that was Justin Cunningham on a loss of 4. Well, that changes everything. 3rd and 12 to go for Eaton. Now they're going to have to pass it, but their passing game has been pretty sharp so far.
That's right. We got to get some pressure, like we've been saying on Colson, and somebody in the middle there to make that tackle, because he doesn't roll to the outside. We've seen him roll or just run up the middle mostly. Got to make a comment about Guzman. Well, that's 2 big tackles he's had there from his defensive end position upfield.
3rd and a short 11 outside the 15. 2 receivers split to the left side, 1 to the right. Out of the gun once again is the quarterback, Austin Colson. Has the football. 5-step drop, looking, throwing deep up the left side, incomplete. Towards the corner of the end zone. There was a slide opening over there. But it's going to be fourth down. I would think that this is 4-down territory. I don't think the Reds going to try a field goal from this far out, even though it's not that far at most levels, but at the 2A level, as Jason Landon was the intended receiver.
Landon just ran into the back corner of the end zone, and they threw it a lot like you see in the NFL, where they'll throw it over the top and hope the receiver will run underneath of it and make the play.
They've got to get to about the 4.5-yard line. Fourth down and about 11 from the 15. In the gun, Colson back to throw. Pressure coming. Over the middle pass is going to be, I believe it's dropped and broken up. It was broken up at the last second by Adrian Lopez on the slant. I believe it was intended over there for Devin McKinney. And the Bee Diggers come up with a huge play. Trent Mount, T-Money, was also there, and he was the main principal, Dave, in fact, in on the play.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Chris Harris couldn't have done it any better.
Who's Chris Harris? No, I'm just kidding. Chris Harris, one of the most underrated cornerbacks in football because he plays for the Broncos. First and 10 from the 15 for the Bee Diggers. Let's end this quarter in a good play with 17.6 seconds to go. In motion, Lopez. And there's the inside handoff. And that's going to be right at the line of scrimmage, if not a loss there. And that one had no shot for Jaron Peterson. It's a loss of about 1. That's the end of the opening quarter with the score. It is Eaton 7, Brush nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Deep up the left sideline, that is going to be well overthrown by about 4 yards to Trent Mount at about the 40-yard line as we start the second quarter. John Beltran with Dave Urich from Bee Digger Stadium. Bee Diggers trail 7-0 on a 3-yard pass from Austin Colson to Mason Willitson. And, Dave, there's no doubt that this Bee Digger offense is completely out of sync right now.
Yeah, and, we're starting – Coach Call's trying to spread them out to just get some of that pressure off of the Diggers and try to get some of those guys out of the box. But, until we complete a pass, it's not going to matter.
On third down and 11 from the 14. In motion to the right is Peterson. Empty backfield. Urich, quarterback draw, runs to his left. Got to get by a defender. Does at the 15. Along the sideline. He's got a first down. That was a well-designed play by the Bee Diggers, and Cade Urich pulled it off beautifully across the 25 to the 28. It's a gain of 14, and the Bee Digger drive continues. Their first down of the game.
Yeah, needed that confidence builder and needed to calm Eaton down a little bit. We talked about them being small. I do have to admit, that Jackson Hobbs, number 87, he's a big defensive end over here on this side. Seems to be having his way as far as running past our tackles and our tight ends.
First and 10 for Brush, just shy of the 28-yard line. T-Money, Trent Mount is in motion to the left now, resetting. And there is the give to Peterson, running to his left across the 30 and dives to about the 32. That's a solid run. Bee Diggers will take that every play. As the gain is about 4 yards, it'll be second down and a short 6 to go.
You bet. It was just a real nice play. We got some good blocks over there from our offensive line over the left side, and they ran right towards the Fritzler boy, number 72, Edward Fritzler, and were able to make some yards.
Second down and 6 yards to go at their own 32. Trips to the right out of the gun. Taking off with the football is Urich along the left side. He might have gotten to the 35, but I think he fell just a little bit short as he was tackled along the far sideline by Tanner Frank. It will be a gain of about 2. Third down and 4 to go for the Diggers with 10:40 to go, second quarter. Eaton leads 7-0.
That time the Diggers ran outside their defensive end, and they must have caught their defensive ends fighting to the inside, trying to shoot that B gap, and they just got around the corner on them.
Third down and 4 from the 34. Handoff, Peterson left side. I think he's got a first down as he backs in across the 40 to the 41. And you mentioned it earlier, Dave. He just got to break that one tackle. He could have been held up a little bit earlier, but was able to gain 7 yards. And now that's his second first down, and now the Bee Diggers are playing their brand of football. But this all goes back to holding Eaton on that second drive, because this could have been a 2-touchdown lead.
Exactly. So we took advantage of that mistake. But like we said before the game, the Diggers really need to control the clock and control the ball and keep that offense off the field.
From the 41 under center is Cade this time, and he'll give it to, I think that was Lopez with it, trying to break out of a tackle. Nope, it's Peterson instead. And he was held up by Jackson Hobbs, the aforementioned Jackson Hobbs, a loss of 2. back to the 39, second down and 12. Bee Diggers up to the line of scrimmage, but now they will huddle. This will be the 8th play of the possession, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we tried to go unbalanced there with double tight and run some power eye at him, and that Jackson Hobbs is just a big kid that he just fought in the gap there and made the tackle. The kids are having a hard time stopping him before he gets upfield.
Trips to the right. Second down and 12 from the 39. Urich, quick drop, throws to his right, and it's incomplete, well over the head of Colin Cole. And it would have been only for maybe a gain of half a yard. The defender was right there for Eaton and Isaiah Salazar. Yeah, if Cole's going to get that pass, it's got to be in space.
Yeah.
Has to be in space. It'll be third down and 12 to go for the Bee Diggers at their own 39-yard line. In the gun. Back to throw is Urich. Deep over the middle. The pass is going to be incomplete. Trent Mount was defended. There's going to be interference. Apparently he was held up. Two flags are out there that will be interference against Eaton. Unless they're calling something else, but I don't see what else it could be.
Well, I saw us push back, so I'm not sure if we didn't try to push the kid off.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. It's interference against
Good.
Eaton. Okay.
We'll take it.
Well, Dave.
There was some hand fighting going on. They let that happen at the higher levels, but not here. Luckily, they did it first.
Well, that will be a first down because it's not an automatic first down in high school football, but they needed 12. They're going to get 15 out of it. You remember the 4th and 17 against Kent Denver 2 years ago, championship game, that phantom pass interference, and it was like a 4th and 2.
Yeah.
And we were sweating bullets up here. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers.
Coach Larry Mills said, good things happen to good people.
The football is in Eaton territory at the 46. Receivers are all split to the left. Out of the gun is Urich. Awaits a snap, long count as the football hands it off to Peterson, running left the seam to the outside, and he's driving towards that first down marker across the 40 towards the 36. Hard running off left tackle for Jaron Peterson. And let's see if they're going to give him 10. It looks like 10 from here. If he's short, it's by inches. We'll say 10 yards, Dave, because he's right at the stick.
Yeah, that was a good run, and just typical of Coach Call. He figures out how to make it work, and he found the holes, and now he's taking advantage of it.
Second down and a couple of feet to go from the 37.
That was the second really good run over the left side.
Again in the gun. Nope, under center actually. Quarterback sneak, and he's got the first down. It's about the 35, picking up 2 yards in a play. Just lunged behind his center, and Urich was able to generate enough yards for the first down. Check out that moon across the way, Dave.
That's beautiful. Beautiful full moon.
Yep.
Let me tell you, the kids were a little crazy in school. I can tell you, I could have told you it was going to be a huge full moon this morning.
1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers at the Eaton 35. 7-0 Eaton, 8:20 to go, second quarter in Brush. This time Urich is in the gun. He's got the snap. He'll hand it off. Huge hole for Peterson along the left sideline to the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown! Jaron Peterson goes the distance. And the Bee Diggers close to within 35 yards. It is Eaton 7, Brush 6.
Again, over the left side. Coach Call's obviously found something that works over there and taking advantage of some automatic blitzes or assignments that those defensive linemen are doing and figuring out if they're slicing inside or cutting outside and then blocking them that way, taking it the easy way for the big play. So nice blocking and good run there.
And
good play
the
call.
Extra point by Puga is good. 8:09 to go, second quarter. The Bee Diggers 7, the Eaton Red 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Jaron Peterson scores from 35 yards out. Check that out. 11 plays, 85 yards in 4 minutes and 8 seconds. And Brush has tied the game at 7.
On these special teams, I love to watch Colin Cole. That guy flies down the field.
That kick will be fielded at about the 12. Running right to the 40 is Salazar. He's got a huge hole to the outside of the 35 across the 40. And then he's tackled close to the 44-yard line. Not what the Beat Diggers wanted. A big return. And let's see who made that play for Brush. I'm looking right at the uniform number. And that looks like Sebastian Medina made the tackle. First and 10 for the Reds at their own 44-yard line. There's the give to Cunningham up the middle. He's got a seam across the 45. Travis Cunningham to the 49 as a pickup of 5. Second down and 5 yards to go for the Reds. One of the hitters there for the Beat Diggers. Looked like it was Michael Nichols in there. And Jade Queen, actually, yep. I got to see my numbers a little bit better. Dave's 6 months older than I am. There's the option left. There's a hole to the outside and a first down to the 45 and then upended at the 44 as the ball is loose, but play was down. The quarterback took off with it, Colson. And that was Jaron Peterson who made the tackle. But it's a gain of 8 for the quarterback, Austin Colson.
You know, they do some really good ball handling in the backfield. It's hard to tell who has the ball with that read option. Good thing Peterson went in there and made that tackle low on his legs. A lot of guys still trying to tackle upstairs.
First and 10 for Eaton at the Beat Digger 44. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lone setback. Cunningham has the football off right tackle, and he's going to dive to about the 41. Quick hitter there, a gain of 3. Riggs 10 had the penetration, got a piece of him, but then it was cleaned up by the back end there. Second down and 7 to go for Eaton.
Really need our defensive line to hold their ground there in the middle. If they're getting blown backwards, they got to just drop to the ground and make a pile. Unfortunately, we're getting blown back a little bit, and it gets in our linebackers' way.
Second and 7 for the 41. Again, Colson in the gun. Receivers out to the left and right. Cunningham is the lone setback. There's a 5-step drop looking to his left. The slant is going to be dropped. Dropped at the 33. Wide open there was Devin McKinney. And the ball hit his hands, but he was looking towards the end zone.
Yeah, he wanted to run with it. Again, we give him some pretty good cushion. All he needed to do was catch the ball and maybe make a spin to the outside. He probably could have turned it upfield.
The receiver to the right is Anderson. To the left is McKinney. 3rd and 7 for the Beat Digger 41 out of a shotgun. Here is Colson. 4-step drop. Pressure coming up the middle. He runs out of it. Then he's tackled from behind right at the line of scrimmage. Jade Queen and Andrew Guzman combined to make the play. It'll be 4th down and 7. And looks like the Reds are bringing on the punting unit.
I couldn't see who blitzed there for us, but we definitely got some pressure up the middle. It flushed him out of the pocket. Just a real good, sure tackle at the line of scrimmage. Those guys hit him down around the ankles.
Let's see. You are at the 41, but you give up field position. Nope. They are going to punt. They're setting up in punt formation with Jackson Hobbs at his own 45. T-Money standing at the 8. Got to watch out for any fake here because they've got great field position right now on 4th down and 7. Perfect snap. Hobbs is going to get it off. Heavy rush. Peterson nearly got the ball. And Mount is going to let it bounce inside the 10 and out of bounds inside the 5 to about the 4, maybe the 3. Tremendous punt.
Yeah, it was a beautiful punt. That's exactly what you want to do. You know, kick it down there, get it inside the 10 and out of bounds so nobody can return it.
The official spot is going to be the 4. Still have plenty of time. 5:37 to go. The Beat Diggers just went 85 yards. But this is even deeper.
Well, if they didn't make any adjustments, Coach Call knows where he was having the luck. So let's see what Eaton does.
1st and 10 for the Beat Diggers, and Urich is in the gun. He is standing 1 yard deep into the end zone. He'll take off with a football. He breaks out of a big tackle, and he's across the 5 to the 8. And that's where his size helped out. He was hit a little bit high back at the 1 yard line, but did enough to generate yardage, and in fact picked up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 6 with a football just over the 8 yard line.
The tackle he broke was of that big kid, that Jackson Hobbs.
Just outside the 8. Again, Cade Urich is in the gun. As the football, gives it off to Peterson. He's got a 1st down, still on his feet, and he's in the secondary across the 20 to the 23 yard line. A gain of 15 for the senior Jaron Peterson. He's off to a big start here in Brush.
76 yards on 11 carries, and you're right. But again, Coach Call's taking advantage of something Eaton's doing over there on that left side. Running right off tackle.
Yeah.
He's just exploiting a problem they have.
See, that's coaching right there. I mean, because they're running it almost exclusively. Not exclusively, but for the most part. And it's been successful here in the second. Out of the gun, man in motion is Mount. Urick will take off with the football, running to his left and back to the inside, still on his feet. And he lunges to about the 30-yard line. I thought he was going to be held up. But Cade Urick was able to pick up a lot more than initially thought. He's all fired up out there. And it's a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 to go. And the Bead Diggers, the last 2 plays have generated 22 yards. Timeout by the Bead Diggers. It's brought to you by State Farm Insurance. When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Mullen and Brush. Home, auto, life, health, State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call, 842-4555. To me, Dave, the turning point in this game was when Eaton had the ball in the red zone and did not score. They committed a huge penalty, and that could have been a 14-0 game. The Bead Diggers took control from there, down the field, stopped Eaton after they picked up a 1st down. And now, I'm not going to say Brush is in control of the game, but certainly they have played better than Eaton has here in the last probably 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with you. We're making some better tackles. They had a couple of pass drops that they probably should have had, but the Diggers are taking advantage of their mistakes. And now offensively, they were able to find a spot where they could run the football, and that opens things up. And add to the fact that, Peterson and Urick are both making some plays. Like that last one, Cade Urick had a break a tackle, a big tackle, and he showed a lot of strength and ended up picking up 6 yards when he could have had 0.
Dave and I will be in Arvada. It'll be our first road game coming up next Friday, 7 o'clock kickoff right here on 1010 and KSIR.com against the Faith Christian Eagles. 2nd down and 3 for the Bead Diggers. With a football at their own 30-yard line. Urick pumps, throws it up the right side. Wide open, the pass is incomplete, and Ben Brown didn't know which direction it was. He looked over both shoulders at the Eaton 40-yard line. It looked like it was run well, but there was something there on the receiving end where Ben never saw the ball.
Yeah, he wasn't sure where to look for it. He looked to the inside. I think Urick threw it to where he's supposed to throw it. It was over his outside shoulder where the corner couldn't get to it, but Ben just couldn't find it.
What a well-designed play, though, and it just wasn't well executed on both ends. Looked like the pass was pretty much there. 3rd down and 3 for the 30. Receivers split each side. Out of the shotgun, Cade Urick is going to hand it off to Peterson and running wide to the left, and he's going to be close to the stick but short of a 1st down at the 32. That's a big stop over there for the Reds as the play was made by Grayson Lewis. 4th and 1. Or the Bead Diggers going to gamble here. Oh, this is huge. This is a huge gamble. 4th and 1 for the 32 quarterback sneak. And I don't know if Urick has it. I think he's short. I don't think he got enough. Yeah, I think this is going to be Eaton ball, Dave. Unless they gave him a fairly generous spot, they're going to have to measure. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I think he's short.
Yeah, I was.
And because you're not saying too much, and you have a better eye than I do for this.
It was a gamble, and Eaton was prepared. They had a couple of defensive linemen down there in the A gap, and again, everybody up there to try to get the stop. But they got the bigger surge. It looked like their defensive line was underneath our offensive linemen.
They stretched the sticks. Oh, he's going to have it. Unless they haven't stretched. Oh, no. Okay, they didn't stretch the link enough. He's well short, in fact. He's short by about 2 footballs. That could be a momentum changer if Eaton scores with 3:49 to go, 2nd quarter at the Brush 33-yard line.
Well, it may not have been a bad gamble. You got to go for it in these situations. And you have to keep Eaton off guard. You can't let their coaches start predicting what we're going to do.
Well, the problem is, too, that Eaton receives a second-half kickoff, so if you don't stop them here, they're going to have a touchdown lead, and then you go to the 3rd quarter, and they'll have the ball. Out of the shotgun is Austin Colson. On 1st and 10 for the Digger 33. There's a 5-step drop, pressure coming, and he's going to be sacked at the 45. Holy Mahungus. What a play on the sack, and a loss of close to 11 yards by Ryan Dunker, who just burst through the middle for the Bead Diggers.
That's the second time he's done that. He's shown that he has a knack for predicting when that snap's going to happen, and when he crosses the line of scrimmage, he's hitting it full blast.
By the fact that the Bead Diggers went for that on the previous play is the confidence they have in the offense, but in the defense as well, that if they get into a precarious position, they can stop Eaton.
Yeah, they're confident and good.
Second down and 21 to go from the 44 of Brush. Tied at 7, approaching the 3-minute mark of the second. Back to throw is Colson. Up the right sideline. The pass is going to be incomplete. There's a pass interference against the Bead Diggers. Ben Brown was out there, and the pass was right there towards the receiver, but that was some type of face guarding or something. I don't think he held on to the jersey at all.
You got to look back for the ball.
Yeah, this will be a first down at the 29. It's a big penalty against Brush. And now with all the time in the world, the Reds are looking to snap this 7-7 tie. Yeah, they needed 21, so it's still second down. So it shows third down over there. It should be second. Second down and about 6 to go at the 29. Colson in the gun. Colson on the outside handoff here, and for nothing to Frank running left. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Peterson was there along with Daniel Abadka, but that play took way too long to develop. Third down and 6 to go for the Reds.
Yeah, he doesn't have the speed that the Cunningham kids do. Diggers did a good job of making a low tackle, though.
Here's another critical play. Third down and 6 from the 29. Inside of 2.5 minutes to go. Second quarter. Brush 7, Eaton 7. In the shotgun is Colson, and he's going to get it off to Cunningham, and he's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, penetration by Riggs 10. They're going to give him some forward progress to the 31, but still a loss of 2. And as opposed to the previous possession where Eaton punted, they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 8.
Yeah, we got to play some good defense here in the passing game. You got to believe they're going to try to throw it downfield and try to take advantage of our corner misplay tonight.
Well, this is all about pressure now. Put pressure on Colson. They've got 2 sacks of Colson here in the opening half. On 4th down and 8 from the Brush 31. Receivers to the left and right. And there was movement. The Bead Diggers jumped.
Yep, we were coming. You could tell we were playing our blitz.
But it's not a first down. It'll be 4th down and 3. But Dave, doesn't that open up options here?
Yeah, well, you got a running back that's run for a couple hundred yards in a couple of games. He's tough, even though we've held him to less than 20 yards on 6 carries tonight.
4th down and 3 to go from the Digger 26. Let's see if they do another hard count to try to throw the Bead Diggers off. 1:42 to go before the break. On 4th and 3 from the Digger 26. Travis Cunningham remains the lone setback. And he moved. Cunningham did move a little bit early. He was thrown off by his team's count.
Yeah, they had some sort of an audible call there, though. I noticed Colson looked out to his receiver over here on the left side, and he tapped his hip with his left hand to let his receiver tell him what he wanted him to do. So hopefully the Diggers are going to pick up on that as the game goes on.
4th and 8, just inside the Bead Digger 31. Same spot we were at about a minute and a half ago. Back to throw is Colson. Deep drop over the middle. The pass is nearly intercepted by Mount at about the 17-yard line. That was outstanding coverage as the pass was intended for Devin McKinney. And the Bead Diggers, with 97 seconds to go in the opening half, take over on downs.
I'm glad he didn't intercept it. I don't know if we would have got back out there to the 30-yard line.
No way.
But great defensive play and a good series there for the Diggers. Game is definitely a lot lower scoring than I predicted it was going to be.
Yeah, last year I think Brush won 18-13, something like that.
It was low scoring, but I heard that Eaton's defense wasn't that good. Boy, they brought it tonight. They're playing us pretty tough.
1st and 10 for the Bead Diggers at their own 30-yard line. Jaron Peterson has ripped off nearly 80 yards here in the opening half. Out of the gun. And there's the give to Peterson running left. He's got a couple of yards, and Trent Mount was the quarterback in on that play. And there is a flag down after the gain of 2.
Our wide receiver was in motion for some reason.
Yep.
I don't know if he even needed it. It's a running play. He could have stood where he was at. I'm not sure what he was doing.
Yep, it'll be first down and 15 from the 25. Well, Team Money getting some action here, not only under center, but in the gun. From the 25, receiver split to the left and right once again. There are 2 setbacks. Peterson is in motion to the right. Mount is going to run to his left, take off with the football, has a seam across the left side, and he's near the original line of scrimmage, across the 30 to about the 31. And that's going to be a gain of about 5. Second down, second down and 10 for the Bead Diggers.
Yeah, he had a nice run there. Again, Coach Call attacking that left side. The defensive end looked like he sliced inside, so they just ran around the outside of him. I'm not sure what's giving it away for Coach Call.
They'll call it 2nd and 9 for the 32. Again, Trent Mount a few yards behind center with that shotgun formation. And there's a whistle again. I think it's the same penalty the Bead Diggers just had. Another false start against the Bead Diggers. Dave, I would say we've had some sloppiness on both sides, even though it's been a pretty good football game.
Yeah, just crazy penalties. I think that one again was on our wide out, just moving out there when it's not necessary.
All right, so now the Bead Diggers are faced with a second down and about 14. Ball's at the 26-yard line. We have 37 seconds to go. The clock is running. Unless the Reds take a timeout, I think the Bead Diggers are going to be content to take this into the locker room tied at 7. And now there's a timeout called by Brush. Second timeout brought to you by Greg Maul at State Farm Insurance, Home Auto, Life, and Health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. 842-4555. Lots going on in the fall with all the sports that we'll be getting into momentarily. We know it all starts with golf and cross country, softball, volleyball. I mentioned earlier, Dave and I will be on the road next week. And speaking of cross country, they ran today at the Wolverine Invitational at Montford Park. That is in Greeley. Softball and volleyball teams played Sterling yesterday. Tough losses for the Bead Diggers there. Let's see what happens. Second down and about 14 to go for the 26. In motion to the right is Peterson. Mount, quarterback draw, back up the middle, and he's going to lose yardage. And I think Eaton, are they going to call timeout at the 25? No, the clock's going to still run. It's a loss of a couple. Yeah, back to the 24. And that should be it. The clock is inside of 10 seconds. And unless Eaton calls a timeout, the Bead Diggers definitely will not. And we have reached halftime here at Bead Digger Stadium. It is Brush 7, Eaton 7 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back with Dave Urich at Bead Digger Stadium. A couple of minutes away from beginning the second half. We're tied at 7. A 3-yard pass from Austin Colson to Mason Willitson. Got the Reds on the board in the opening quarter. Bead Diggers then countered in the second. 85-yard drive ended on a 35-yard run by Jaron Peterson. And it was a clear indication, Dave, near the end of the first half that the Bead Digger offense was getting into rhythm, and Coach Call, as you mentioned repeatedly, had found a gap in the Eaton defense, which the Bead Diggers exploited.
Yeah, they ran over that left side. You look at Peterson's carries early in the game, 3 yards, 2 yards, 1 yard, nothing, -2. But then his last few carries were 10, 35, 15. So some big carries there as they started running the ball over the left side.
And it's a big challenge defending that Eaton passing game. They definitely have got an edge in their passing game over Brush's until the Bee Diggers can establish some consistency. But having said that, like I said, the Brush running game got going. The question is, can Brush play as well defensively, defending that pass as they did in the second quarter as opposed to the first quarter when the Reds had quite a few good plays?
Right. Well, one thing's for sure is we were able to get pressure on Colson. He was able to exploit that a little bit with that one screen pass. That was the big play that set up the first touchdown. And then he was also able to run the ball up the middle just a little bit. But the Diggers' defense has just got to do a better job out there on the corner and maybe play a little tighter and a little more physical out there so those kids aren't able to get open like that. And when they do catch the ball, we got to tackle them.
Well, what about special teams right now? Salazar had a big return in the opening half, so a couple. Now you've got to make a play here with Carlos Urbina to kick it off for the Bee Diggers. The winner of this game moves to 2-1. The loser falls to 1-2. And the Bee Diggers got away with a miscue late in the first half on a 4th and 1 they could not convert. Not a miscue, just a play they couldn't make when Eaton had the ball at the Brush 33, but Ryan Dunker had a huge sack. And then Brush on a 4th and 9 had a very good play in the secondary by Trent Mounts, who broke it up, allowing the Bee Diggers to essentially run out the opening half. Urbina, who's a senior, also plays soccer at Fort Morgan High School because they obviously have a program there. Waiting for the second half clock to reset. Both of these teams, they had tough schedules. Lamar might be the easiest opponent for both teams. Might be, or one of the easier ones. The rest of the schedule is challenging. All right, so now the clock is set for second half play. And Urbina's only about 4 steps behind the football. That's how strong his leg is. I mean, really, just about 4 steps, and that's it. And he booms that football high and deep, and it's fielded at the 7-yard line, running to the 15, across the 20, a seam to the 30, to the outside, along the sideline to the 50, and dragged and pushed out of bounds is Mason Willitson, who scored the game's only touchdown all the way to Bee Digger territory at the 45-yard line. Now they might reset it even further up, but I think it's the 45. Dave, that's a return of 48 yards, and the Bee Diggers already in trouble.
It's a good thing Urbina pushed him out of bounds. But Brush stayed in their lanes. They ran down the field. He just matched up with them head-to-head and pushed him sideways and opened up the hole for him.
Out of the shotgun is Colson. And there's the give right up the middle and diving to the 40. Looks like that's got to be one of the Cunninghams. For a gain of 5, and that is Travis Cunningham. 2nd down and 5 to go for the Reds.
I'm sure he's hungry to get in some triple-digit running today. With only 19 yards on 7 carries.
2nd down and 5 to go for the Bee Digger 40. Out of the shotgun once again is Colson. 2 receivers split each side. There's a 3-step drop, slant over the middle, incomplete. A slight opening there for Justin Cunningham at the 34, but it went off his hands. 3rd down and 5 for the Reds.
Yeah, he just went about 3 yards down the field and ran that post pattern over the middle. And Eaton's just really confident throwing that pass as Colson stands pretty tall in the pocket, and he's really able to deliver a bullet.
They're pretty unpredictable. You don't know if they're going to pass or run on any of these plays unless it's 3rd and long. They could run on this one with Cunningham, the lone setback. 3rd down and 5 from the 40, and he'll get the football right up the middle. He's held up after about a yard to the 39-yard line. The middle of the Digger defense was ready for him. Riggs 10 was right there, and Ryan Dunker put a big hit on him. In fact, that's barely inside the 40. 4th down and a short 5, a long 4 to go for the Reds.
You know, last time they were here, they punted. Let's see if they decide to go for it this time.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely going for it. And you've got to believe that they're going to pass the ball. Inside the Brush 40. 4th down and less than 5 yards to go. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Justin Cunningham in motion. Back to throw is Colson. Over the middle, complete. Along the sideline. 1st down inside the 30 to the 28. Jason Landon was the wide open receiver for the Reds, and it's a gain of close to 13 for Eaton.
Yeah, he just ran straight down the field. He got about, maybe 10 yards, and then he ran towards the sideline. And just a real nice pass there, hit him right on the numbers.
1st and 10 for Eaton at the 27 of Brush. 10:18 to go, third quarter. Brush 7, Eaton 7. In the shotgun, Cunningham back in motion to the left, and there's the handoff. Stutter stepping is Travis Cunningham. Tackle from behind, but not before he got inside the 25, towards the 23. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Chacon made the hit for Brush.
I think the Diggers would love to hold him to less yards on 1st down, so they're not able to be so unpredictable like you were saying.
Yeah, because then it creates a challenge for the defense as to what Eaton is going to do. They're not clued in as well. On 2nd down and 6 yards to go, out of the gun, handoff, Stutter stepping as Cunningham breaks out of a tackle to the 20, inside the 15 to the 14, a gain of 9, 1st down for the Reds. They're in the red zone.
So that takes him to 33 carries now on, or 33 yards on 10 carries. And, the Diggers had him. We just didn't tackle his legs, kind of jumped on his back, and he's strong enough we couldn't pull him down.
1st and 10, Eaton at the Brush 15-yard line.
We're still in that 5-3.
Well, they played very well in the red zone defensively last week, and even today, they gave up just that one touchdown. In the gun, there's the give to Cunningham right side. He's got some running room to about the 10. Andrew Guzman, check that Riggs tan, was in on the play. Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. Upcoming is the 8th play of the possession, but again, they played with a short field.
Yep, they had kind of an easy start. But again, that defensive line of the Diggers getting pushed backward and having to make that play 5 yards down the field. Got to be able to make a big pile there and keep them from blocking our linebackers.
2nd and 5 from the 10. Awaiting the snap in the gun is Colson. Handoff on the left side, and right at the line of scrimmage, maybe to the 9, is Cunningham. Now they're giving him some carries. Michael Nichols made the tackle. Man, that's nothing on the play. I mean, half a yard maybe. 3rd down and 5 to go, just inside the Beat Digger 10-yard line.
Yeah, we started the half with 14 yards. Now he's got 39 yards. They're definitely going to try to start piling it on him and see if they can get him in a rhythm.
This has turned into a 4-minute drive for the Reds. On 3rd down and less than 5 to go from the Digger 10. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Cunningham is the lone setback. Again in the shotgun is Austin Colson. Play action, rolling to his right. Pressure backside, now pressure coming. Now he takes off, breaks out of a tackle along the sideline, upended by Peterson. And it looks like he'll be, I believe, short of a 1st down. Yeah, he is. Let's see what the official spot is. Let's see the 7. It's a gain of 3. 4th and 2 to go for the Reds. Huge play coming up.
We brought the pressure that time. Our middle linebacker shot that A gap. We just didn't have a defensive end out there to get some containment. Colson was able to get around the corner on us.
Here we go. 4th down and 2 from the 7. Colson in the gun. And now a timeout is called by Eaton. All right, they call the timeout. We'll keep it right here. 7:08 to go, third quarter. Well, we thought one momentum turner was when the Beat Diggers could not pick up that 1st down near the end of the first half. They worked their way out of that. Here's another one, Dave. They stopped Eaton, which was playing with a short field. Man, you've got it all in Brush's favor, even though they're going to be in a major hole if they happen to stop the Reds.
Yeah, but, we were moving the ball on them. Just like you said, we stubbed our own toe. Just be interesting. This is a hard call for Coach Lefevre because, Cunningham's had really good luck running the ball here just in this half, but Colson's also such a threat. They run that read option, and that puts a lot of pressure on our corner.
Sometimes that read option, you can freeze the linebackers too, and you can't afford to be frozen at this point. You just got to go for it.
Yeah, we got to get upfield and slow them down.
4th down and 2 for Eaton at the Digger 7-yard line. Austin Colson in the shotgun. Will toss it left. to Cunningham, running it wide to the left and breaking out of a tackle into the end zone, and check that. That's a touchdown for Isaiah Salazar, 7 yards away on that pitch left. And the Reds have reclaimed the lead. Nearly 5 minutes into the third. It's 13-7.
Yeah, they had that receiver out here to the left side, and they brought him in motion. Used him to crack back on our linebacker and our defensive end over there. We just couldn't get up there with our defensive backs to make the tackle.
They're going to go for 2. An unbalanced line, it looks like. And rolling right, taking off, throwing in the end zone. Was it caught? No, that pass was thrown over there by Colson, but now there's a flag down at the goal line. Well, hopefully that's against Eaton. And keeping it at a 13-7 game. Yep, it's against the Reds. 13-7. Eaton leads, 7:02 to go, third quarter. Right here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 13-7, the Reds lead on a fourth down play. Isaiah Salazar with a 7-yard run. That completed a 10-play drive, 45 yards in 4 minutes and 48 seconds. 2-point conversion, no good. Conversions can be big. Remember that 42-41 game here that the Beat Diggers won. Now, that must have been in 2011. Beat Diggers will have the ball first for the first time, I should say, here in the second half, as Tanner Frank will kick it off. Back deep to receive are Jaron Peterson and Trent Mount, and that one is squibbed. The ball is loose, and that might have been Taylor again falling on the football. Yep, Jordan Taylor at the 41-yard line. I don't know what's happening there. It's almost like he missed the ball completely, squibbed it off the side of his foot to his left. And now Brush is not playing with as short a field as Eaton did, but it's still pretty short, 59 yards away.
Well, we got to take advantage of it. And I know it wasn't an intentional scoop kick. That kid tried to kick it hard. It just spun like a top.
1st and 10. Urick under center, and now we've got a flag, illegal. False start against Brush. Dave, what's happening here?
I'm not sure, but it seems like it's on our receivers out there. They get out there wide, and then they set and reset. I think that's what's causing it.
It'll be 1st and 15 from the 36-yard line. I mean, because the Beat Diggers had a couple of those in the opening half and haven't even run a play, and that already happened before the drive even ensued here in the third quarter. 1st and 15 for Brush at their own 36-yard line. Let's see if this goes to Peterson. It does on the pitch left, swinging it to the outside, following a block, but then he's tackled at about the 37, a gain of a yard, if even that. 2nd down and 14 to go.
Yeah, that Frank kid just dove in there and stuck his arm out and didn't try to tackle him high. He just went in there and tried to trip him up.
2nd down, just beyond the 36-yard line for the Beat Diggers. 15 to go. Trips to the right. Cade Urick is in a shotgun. The Beat Diggers have not got the passing game going as of yet, but they're going to have to convert at some point. Urick rolls to his right, looking to his left, sets up a screen over to Peterson along the left side. He's got running room along the sideline, inside the 30-yard line, back to the inside. Still on his feet. Peterson still going. And the Beat Diggers got a big gainer down to about the 15 for Jaron Peterson. And Brush was in major trouble before that play. But that's going to go. Let's see, that's going to go for 48 yards and a Beat Digger 1st down.
Yeah, we gave them a screen of our own, gave them a little taste of their own medicine, and caught their defense being too aggressive. Well, they were all coming after Cade Urick, and he just made a real nice throw, a lot of good touch on the ball.
Excellent. 1st and 10 for the Beat Diggers. Trips to the right at the Eaton 15-yard line. Urick takes off, running to his left, slips out of a tackle, and then he lunges to about the 13. Tackled around the ankles. It'll be 2nd down and 8 to go. For Brush, Fritzler made the tackle for Eaton. Brush has had a couple of huge plays tonight. That was their biggest. Their second biggest, a 35-yard touchdown run by Jaron Peterson. Second down and 8 to go for the Bead Diggers. Down 13-7. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Out of the shotgun, Urich will hand it off to Peterson, and he breaks out of a tackle, diving across the 10, inside the 10 to the 9. He picks up 4 on the play. Third down and about 4 to go for Brush.
Gives him 83 yards. And, the big block right there, the big success story might be Riggs Tan. He was able to take his guy clear to the inside and open up a big hole over there.
Yeah, did clear some space. Huge play coming up for the Diggers. Third down and 4 from the 9-yard line. Urich, there's a flag down again. It went to Peterson. Is this against the Bead Diggers? Let's see. Yes. Oh, wow. Man, Reed Call's got to be going crazy over that.
We've had a few of those, that weren't called. You could tell we got a couple of guys just going real fast. The shame was we were in that power eye, and it looked like that hole was going to be open. It could have been close to a first down, and now it's third and long.
Yep, it'll be 3rd and 9 for the 14.
After the penalty makes it 3rd and 9.
Trips to the right. Daniel Abarca is the lone receiver to the left. In motion to the right is Peterson. Urich, quarterback draw. He's got nothing. In fact, he lost a yard. Right there for Eaton was Henry Fritzler, the sophomore. 4th down and 10 for the 15.
I'm not sure, but I think Henry Fritzler might have some Morgan County relation.
Yeah, that is, you and I know Fritzlers. Here we go for the Diggers. Passing situation, 4th and 10. Trips again to the right. That means 3 receivers from the 15. Urich is going to roll to his right, looking, throws it towards the end zone. Touchdown! Colin Cole! Cole with a touchdown 15 yards away. A perfect pass from Cade Urich. And the Bead Diggers, just like the Reds, score on 4th down. And the game is tied at 13.
Yeah, Cole did a good job of getting open, and I'll tell you what, he's just been a clutch player. A lot of big plays on special teams, a lot of big plays on defense, and now he gets the chance to catch the tying score.
And the extra point by J.R. Puga is good. 3:58 to go, third quarter. And the Bead Diggers are in the lead over the Eaton Reds. It's Brush 14, Eaton 13 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 59 yards is what the Bead Diggers traveled. They did it in 4 minutes and 3 seconds. 15-yard pass from Cade Urich to Colin Cole. It was a 6-play drive. The Diggers have taken over the lead over the Eaton Reds by a score of 14-13. Now in special teams, they have struggled mightily. Short kick towards Salazar at the 15. Stutter steps to his right to the 30-yard line. Breaks out of a tackle across the 35. Knocked out of bounds at the 40. There is a flag down, though, at the 24-yard line. It looked like Eli Urich was maybe blocked illegally over there.
Yeah, I think he got blocked in the back. Just got clipped hard. Intentional foul, that's for sure. That was blatant.
Yep, block in the back, so the Reds will start deeper in their own territory now.
He's hurting. That was a cheap shot.
Yeah, Urich blocked a punt last week. And the football will be inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. All right, now is when the Diggers can really come after him. I mean, they've been coming after him the entire game.
Well, let's see if some of this undisciplined, cheap stuff like we saw there doesn't start playing against Eaton.
1st and 10, the Reds at their own 15-yard line. Man in motion, out of the shotgun is Colson. Handoff, right side, Cunningham breaks out of a tackle and gets to about the 19-yard line, a gain of 4. Jade Queen had the penetration. I'll give him close to 5. 2nd down and a long 5 to go. The Jaron Peterson 35-yard run, the first score of the game for the Bead Diggers. Brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing civil engineering services for aviation, municipal, commercial, and residential clients in Colorado. Western Engineering Consultants, 2nd down and 5 for the 20. A rare time under center for Colson. 2 in the backfield. Bead Diggers nearly moved. So hard count there. Long count. Cunningham up the gut, and he dives to about the 21. Virtually nothing. And that looked like Michael Nichols to make the hit. Well, basically at the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, the Diggers almost jumped, though, didn't they? They flinched, and they didn't cross the line of scrimmage. And we also were sending a middle linebacker. That's one of the things that plugged up that hole when they tried to run it up the middle. They were banking on getting that penalty.
Johnny Cyprian on the sideline trying to encourage the Beat Digger crowd to get loud for this play out of the gun. 3rd and 5. Eaton at their own 20, trailing by a point. 2.5 to go in the third. Back to throw. Colson, pressure up the middle. Heaves it up the left sideline, wide open, and it's caught. A diving reception at the 50. There is a flag down. Trent Mount says he was pushed off by the receiver over there for Eaton, Devin McKinney, and he was. Offensive interference. Yeah, because that separation came very late, and it came because of a nudge there by McKinney on Mounts, who had good coverage initially.
Yep, just a great play there by the Diggers. A good chance to take advantage of some miscues again by Eaton. Reds are showing their lack of discipline.
Defensive coordinator Travis Lefevre talking to Ben Brown. Coverage going to be a big thing here on this play as well. That should be half the distance. And it will be at the 10. That's where it should be placed.
Watch the screen.
Yeah, they had a huge play with the screen earlier.
That's been their big play.
There we go. At the 10, it is 3rd down. We'll call it about 16. 2 receivers split out to each side. Colson in the shotgun is going to hand it off on the draw up the middle. Cunningham. Oh, no, it's going to be kept by the quarterback, and he's got a hole, and he's got nearly a first down, but he's held short at about the 20. Dave, I didn't know who had the football. Cunningham looked like he had it, but Trent Mount made the play. Still picked up 10 yards. It'll be 4th down as he ran it up the middle after zigzagging initially. 4th down and about 6.
Yeah, it was a good quarterback draw there. Got to give Eaton credit. They had some good blocking upfield. Colson did a good job of reading those blocks and making the cut back over towards the Digger sideline.
Now to punt will be Jason Landon. Standing at his own 5-yard line. Back deep to receive is Trent Mounts at the 39 of Brush. Let's see if the Bee Diggers can block another punt. They've had pressure in this game before. They've got 9 up at the line of scrimmage. There's a flag. That'll make it a 4th and 11 if it's a delay of game. Dave, interesting to see what Brush will do, because this is the spot of the field that the Beat Diggers blocked it last week. But that was a 28-0 game. This is a 14-13 game, so I don't know if that changes your philosophy at all.
Well, he substituted players. Coach Lefevre is doing something different, overloading that left side.
Landon standing at the goal line. High snap. Here comes the pressure. It is blocked. The ball is loose. And touchdown. Jade Queen falls on the football. Touchdown for the Beat Diggers. And they lead 20-13. Holy mahungus.
You know, you made the call. And Coach Lefevre, you know, he saw that we had him backed up against the goal line, and he overloaded that left side. They had about 3 or 4 guys over there that were all going to rush from over there. They only had one blocker. Somebody was going to get through, and really the only thing you have to worry about, if you miss the ball, you're going to, you know, give them the penalty by running into the kicker, but they didn't miss it.
Second straight week, Eaton has had a punt block for a touchdown. Jaron Peterson blocked it this week for Brush. Can you believe this has happened back-to-back games, Dave?
It's good coaching. You know, they know where to attack people, and the guys that are preparing our kids know what they have to do to win, and our coaches are putting them in position.
Extra point is blocked. 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Brush 20. Eaton 13 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Wild third quarter. The Bee Diggers now lead 20-13 on a blocked punt by Jaron Peterson. There's a booming kick by Urbina, fielded at the 15. Now the Beat Diggers got to make a play on special teams, but there's a hole across the 30-yard line, along the sideline to the 40, back to the inside to the 50, into Beat Digger territory at the 48-yard line on the return by Mason Willitson. Another big return. That one went for about 39 yards, and that's been Brush's weakness in this game. One of their weaknesses, but certainly the main one.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's almost to the point where you just squib it over there by the sideline and hope it rolls out of bounds. Or maybe one of the up guys will fall on it and they'll take the ball on the 35. It's frustrating.
1st and 10 for the Reds in Beat Digger territory at the 48-yard line. Still a minute 18 to go in the third. Colson will hand it off to Cunningham off right tackle, and he dives to the 45 and maybe to the 44. Yeah, he got 4 yards in a play. 2nd down and 6 to go. Riggs 10 made the tackle for Brush.
Yep, 49 yards now for him on 15 carries, so not nearly the game he's used to having. But, the Diggers got to stop him at the line of scrimmage. He's making a lot out of nothing because we're not making good tackles.
They're taking a long time to get the play, and they might have to call a timeout. 45 seconds to go. They have to race up to the line of scrimmage here. On 2nd down and 6 to go from the Digger 44. Play clock is approaching 5 seconds. They should have plenty of time to get it off now. It's at 5 now, and let's see who they throw another flag. Somebody lined up offside. I think it's against Brush. It is. It's going to be a 2nd down and less than a yard to go. You need your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape. Make sure you take care of them at Central Auto Parts and groceries, fresh cut meat, deli items, Floral Pharmacy, Western Union, public service payments, 24-hour gas, Brush Grocery Cart, 1302 West Edison Street in Brush. And AC Ice proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. All right, for the Reds, 2nd down and a yard to go from the Brush 39 in the waning moments of the third. In a shotgun, Colson to throw, up the left side. The pass is incomplete, a diving attempt by Anderson at about the 11. With 5.8 seconds to go, they'll run one more play here in the third, but it's only a 3rd and 1.
I'll tell you what, that was a good pass. That kid could have laid out there. He might have been able to catch it.
Uh-oh. The lights have gone completely out on the field. We have got a blackout at Beat Digger Stadium. Now the scoreboard is working. We have light in the press box, but we have a complete blackout. In fact, this will be a perfect opportunity, Dave, to pull out the camera and take a picture of what's going on here at Beat Digger Stadium. People are pulling out cell phones. Yeah, there is power here, but it has gone out completely. So, yeah, why am I? Some reason I'm trying to get this into a different mode. Let's see if we can. I can't get my camera to point in the right direction unless it's just a reflection. Yeah, it's the reflection. So, yeah, go to our Facebook page here momentarily at 1010 KSIR Sports. It is a complete blackout here at Beat Digger Stadium. We're still on the air. And I'll post this photo up momentarily. We only have 5.8 seconds to go in the third. The light just went out completely on the field. But, Dave, is it weird that everything works except the stadium lights?
I have a feeling somebody might have been over by the power box and flipped the switch on us. So it seems like there's power everywhere else.
Somebody's in trouble, right?
I just wonder how long it takes these lights to cool down and turn back on.
Yeah, we could be here a while. In fact, the Beat Diggers with a 14-13 lead at one point. Now it's 20-13. Yeah, we've got the picture up for you right now. It's being uploaded right now. All right, Dave, let's talk about the second half scoring here. It was 7-7 at halftime. Then the Reds had that fourth down conversion by Isaiah Salazar from 7 yards away. The 2-point conversion was no good. It was 13-7. And then the Diggers scored on fourth down, that 15-yard pass from Cade Urich to Salazar. From Cade Urich to Colin Cole. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Salazar. That's creating some confusion. John, look at the right thing. And then Eaton supposedly went 3 and out, but then Jade Queen recovered a block punt in the end zone, blocked by Jaron Peterson. That's where we sit, 20-13. We'll see if we get an indication as to how long this is going to take, but we can see the Bee Digger players are running towards one end zone. All right, let's take a 3-minute break. We're in a blackout here at Bee Digger Stadium. 5.8 seconds to go in the third. The Bee Diggers lead the Eaton Reds 20-13 right here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We have 5.8 seconds to go in the third. We've had about a 10-minute delay. The lights went out. Everything else is operational. The Bee Diggers with a 20-13 lead over the Eaton Reds. Eaton has had the lead twice, 7-0 and 13-7. The Bee Diggers took the lead for the first time on a 15-yard pass from Cade Urich to Colin Cole. And the extra point by J.R. Puga. And then a blocked punt by Jaron Peterson, recovered in the end zone by Jade Queen. And Dave, this is the oddest game, one of the odder games I've ever seen for the Bee Diggers on special teams. I mean, come on. You have been pretty bad, if not horrendous. I mean, I'm just going to put it the way I see it, with kickoff return coverage, but you are outstanding pressuring the punter.
Yeah, it's crazy. Our kids kick the ball off, and it seems like we're staying in our lanes, but the Eaton kids are doing such a good job of sealing us off and pushing us to the outside. They create these holes, and their kids are doing a good job of running them. That last kickoff, Urbina didn't kick it over to the far side like he typically has been. This time he kicked it over here to this side, and he kicked it really high and a little bit shorter, but the kids still got the blocks he needed over here on this side. And
the funny thing on special teams, it only takes one player. You've got special teams players for Brush that can make the plays. So it's just something, hopefully, that will get better. But I'm telling you, you're blocking punts 2 games in a row. Dave, we've been doing these games for well over a decade and a half, nearly 2 decades, and I can tell you right now, I don't remember 2 block punts in the previous 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, we even had times where that's what we try to do every single time, and we couldn't get it done. But, these kids got a knack for it, and we've seen that earlier in the game defensively, too. They're able to sort of have a knack for predicting that snap.
I think the fans are enjoying this blackout. Now, all the power is good here except the lights. And now I imagine we're going to have a further delay so these teams can warm up if we have too much of a delay right now. I mean, we haven't played in about close to 12 to 15 minutes. So if this continues, they'll allow the teams to warm up. Again, we have 5.8 seconds to go in the third. And the Bee Diggers lead by a score of 20-13. And besides the special teams, yeah, we've had the penalties, 2 fourth-down conversions for touchdowns.
Each team had a huge their biggest play was a big screen pass.
Yep. We just had a 48-yarder to Jaron Peterson. And they had a big one as well, about 40-some-odd yards, I believe, to Salazar. Or it was actually Tanner Frank. That's the only pass he's caught in the game. So anyway, we're still waiting for these lights to come back on. And I mean, I would assume they slowly come back on. Or do they come back on as quickly as they went off? I don't know.
It's been a while since I coached, but I think I remember them needing to cool down before they can kick back on. But anybody, all those people out there that are listening in Oregon and New York, we have people listening all over the place. Anybody that's an ex-Bee Digger, you got to know that there's a bunch of parrots out here in the trees south of the field. You can see the flashlights out there, and they're rounding up kids. So I think we had some kids play a pretty good practical joke on us tonight.
All right, if you want to know what it looks like, again, what the blackout at Beat Digger Stadium looks like, all you have to do is go to our Facebook page, 1010 KSIR Sports, or on Twitter at KSIR Sports. That's the other thing, Dave. We mentioned earlier it's a full moon.
Right, it's just crazy. Just crazy.
I mean, right now, without any lights, this is as festive an atmosphere as it was when the Beat Diggers scored a touchdown. So it's pretty wild up here. All right, let's take another 3-minute break, as we have nothing to bring you now. But again, you can go to our KSIR Sports, our 1010 KSIR Sports Facebook page. You can check out what the blackout at Beat Digger Stadium looks like right now. Late in the third, it's Brush 20, Eaton 13. It's a Friday night, a wild Friday night in Brush on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back with Dave Urich here at Beat Digger Stadium. Soon, Dave, there will be light. And in fact, it's coming out right now. Man, this is insane, huh?
Yeah.
What a night. We're going to be here till close to 10. Because this game is going to be a long one, you think, in the fourth quarter, unless the Beat Diggers can put together a time-consuming drive. Because Eaton right now, when play resumes, will have a 3rd down and 1. And they are at the 39-yard line of Brush.
Yeah.
Now, the team's kind of warmed up in the dark, Dave, so we would not have a further delay.
Well, we had the fire truck down there on the north end zone, and they had their big fog lamps on, so there was enough light out there where the kids could see and move around. I think they're going to be ready to go. Let's just hope Eaton didn't have enough time to regroup and collect themselves.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 1 with a football at the Beat Digger 39-yard line. They've got to run some clock here because the clock says 1:45 and running, but it should be 5.8 seconds to go. We've just taken a few commercial breaks. We'll take another after this play, because this will be, unless there's a defensive penalty, the final play of the third quarter. Yeah, we still got they've got to run that clock down, so we'll get to the next play here momentarily. Try a new breakfast bowl or delicious breakfast burrito with your Willow Coffee or tea. Check out the new gift items at Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. Open 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday 7 until 2, 921 Edison Street in the awesome city of Brush. And Pete's Farmers Cooperative have been in business since 1915. They're still the small-town company that cares about each of their individual customers. See them for all your propane, fuel, and farm needs. And, of course, check out that Northeast Preps page on Facebook. We have joined forces with Colorado Preps to bring you extensive online coverage of the area teams here at Northeast Colorado. That's the Northeast Preps page on Facebook. 3rd down and 1 for the Reds at the Beat Digger 39-yard line. Just about ready for play.
I'd like to thank the Pep Squad for all their efforts tonight to keep everybody entertained while the round of applause.
Sometimes it's difficult, Dave, to start all over again, but that's what is going to happen here.
Well, Cunningham comes out. Seems like first play, they get about 5 yards out of him right up the middle when we're not quite ready for him yet. They take advantage of us until we acclimate ourselves to his speed and their offensive line's power.
3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
5.8 seconds left. 3rd down and 1 for the Reds.
From the Beat Digger 39. I think I've said that 3 or 4 times, but they'll finally run a play. Quarterback sneak, 1st down for Colson to the 36. He's riding defenders. It's a gain of close to 3. That's the end of the third quarter with a score. Brush 20, Eaton 13. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We head to the fourth quarter. Brush 20, Eaton 13 on homecoming night from Beat Digger Stadium. Ryan Fergus, the homecoming king. Amber Stratman, the homecoming queen. The Beat Diggers are trying to keep the Reds out of the end zone, but they've got a 1st and 10 at the Brush 37.
Starting the fourth quarter.
They just picked up a first down on a 2-yard quarterback sneak by Austin Colson.
We need Andrew Guzman to come through for us. He had a couple of big tackles from his defensive end in the first half and caught him upfield. Maybe he can make that happen again and just stop this momentum right now.
1st and 10, Eaton from the Brush 37. They're looking for the equalizer with a touchdown and extra point. Colson under center. Colson will pitch it right. To the outside is Cunningham with a block to the 35, along the sideline to the 30, and knocked out of bounds. A first down to the Digger 26. It's a gain of 11 for Travis Cunningham.
60 yards on 16 carries. Still not what he's used to, but he's starting to come on now. That time our defensive end got sealed off. He was double teamed, and when that happens, you got to have your outside linebackers flying up there to make that tackle on the pitch, man, and it just didn't happen soon enough.
It's a first down and 10 for Eaton at the Brush 26-yard line. Receivers split each side. Cunningham the lone setback. Out of the shotgun option left. There's the pitch left to Cunningham. Back to the inside. And he's going to be held up after a gain of maybe half a yard, maybe a yard. The Beat Diggers were out there. Jaron Peterson was one of the Diggers in on the play. And Ryan Dunker, gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 to go for the Reds. They are 25 yards away from the land of no hash marks.
Daniel Bark, our right defensive end, he did his job that time as they ran that option. He came up, he still tackled Colson even though he didn't have the ball. That lets Eaton know that we're ready to try to stop that option.
The Reds have not turned the ball over today, but it would be nice if the Beat Diggers can come up with a play now. Hand off right tackle, and inside the 20 to the 17. That's Mason Kane with his first carry of the game, and he picks up 8. And he's just short of a first down.
Made it look easy, just ran right over his right tackle. Didn't have any defensive linemen there to make a tackle, and our linebacker got sealed off in the middle.
In fact, they'll have to measure. It's going to be that close to a first down for the Reds. Bank of Colorado is proud to support local sports and academics. There's only one Colorado and one bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. Just not a bank in Colorado, Bank of Colorado, member FDIC, short by just inches. And Papa Murphy's Pizza uses only fresh ingredients. The freshest dough made daily from scratch and freshly grated cheese. 522-4900, Papa Murphy's Pizza. 3rd down and inches to go at the 17. And a shotgun is Colson. This has got to be a handoff, wouldn't you think? I mean, they could try a pass. And there's the handoff. First down to Kane to the 16. Didn't get much, but didn't need much. Picked up a yard. This will be the 8th play of the drive coming up for Eaton. 20 to 13 Brush, 10:46 to go in the game. We'll have a late finish here because of the blackout. A delay of approximately 20 minutes.
Got to keep Cunningham from making the corner on us.
Colson in the gun from the 15. Has the football, keeps the football, runs to his right, slips out of a tackle, back to the inside the 50 to the 12. It's a gain of 3. And Daniel Abadka made the hit. 2nd down and 7 to go for the Reds. This will be the 9th play of the possession, right up to the line of scrimmage. Beat Diggers got to be ready defensively. They are. Lining up on that right side of the field. Colson. Oh, there was some confusion. He'll take off with a football. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He was looking for the running back who went the other way, and Guzman got penetration.
I think they wanted to run that read option again. Like you said, there was just confusion in their backfield, but they're right up there on the line of scrimmage again, trying to run that hurry-up offense.
Chacon made the tackle after Guzman got in there. 3rd down and 7 from the 12. Colson, 3-step drop, looks to his left, throws it deep into the end zone left side, incomplete. Oh, it looked like the receiver had a shot to make the catch, McKinney, and it hit him right in the chest in the left corner of the end zone. Defended by Trent Mount. 4th down, and here's a big play coming up on both sides.
I didn't think Mount was ready to go. I thought he was never going to look back for the ball, but at the last minute he looked back, got his hand up there, and I think that's what distracted the Eaton receiver.
Dave, the last 2 offensive touchdowns have been scored on 4th down. One by Eaton, one by Brush. This is 4th and 7 for the Reds at the Beat Digger 12-yard line. Receivers out to the left and right. Colson in a shotgun. Man in motion to the left is Anderson. Back to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. Runs out of it to his right. He gets inside the 10-yard line to the 5. That's a 1st and goal for the Reds. Or did he get there? No, he's short. Okay, I read that myself. Got to the 7. All right, I thought he got inside the 5, just outside the 5. It's a pickup of 5, needed 7, and the Beat Diggers take over on downs.
Huge play there by the Diggers. It was a little bit scary. You know, we had some pressure in the middle. It looked like one of our guys was going to be able to dive from behind and grab his ankles, but again, just not strong enough to hold on to him. That Colson's a strong kid.
Great play by Brush. He nearly got out of it, but the Beat Diggers have it at their own 7-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:27 to go in the game. Up 20-13. Let's see if this is Jaron Peterson time. And that ball is given to Peterson. It looked like a pitch. And he gets to about the 8-yard line, a gain of 1. A very quick pitch at that. 2nd down and 9 to go as he was running to the left side.
Well, they got everybody up there again. All 10 guys are up there within a couple of yards of the line of scrimmage. You wouldn't believe it. I wish everybody could see how they're just cramming it up there trying to stop the run. And the Diggers are just going to have to be able to get outside or throw a pass to get Eaton to back off.
2nd down and 9 to go for the Beat Diggers at their own 8-yard line. Cade Urich under center. Will hand it off in the backfield, and now that's going to be a mess as Peterson is held up and somebody went the wrong way. Or either Urich turned the wrong way or Peterson ran the wrong way because he's hit at the 7.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be an inside handoff, I guess. That's what he ended up completing, but you're right, they ran into each other. You know, there's just a lot of pressure on those backs with all those Eaton defenders up there just breathing right on them, you know. They're shooting every gap and bringing everybody. It's like an all-out send the kitchen sink blitz.
3rd down and about 11, just shy of the 7. Man, can't commit a turnover here. Urich on the option left will pitch it left to Peterson along the left sideline, and he's hit and he fumbles the ball out of bounds at the 8. So he picked up 2 yards, but Beat Diggers had to stay conservative there, Dave. It'll be 4th down and 9 to go for Brush. They'll have to punt, and Eaton gets it right back with less than 8 minutes to go in the game, down by a touchdown and an extra point.
Yeah, you know, last week and this week we've had a lot of luck running to the left. Well, tonight running to the left side out of that double tight situation. This time, Coach Call had to just spread them out just to try to create some space to get away from the goal line.
Isaiah Salazar back deep to receive. 10 up at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the rush. Abadika gets it off end over end towards the sideline. It takes a brush roll across the 40 to the 42. That's a very good punt. That's an excellent punt. It did not go out of bounds before it rolled to the 42. That's a punt of 34 yards with a 0 return. Still a short field, but it could have been much worse.
Oh, yeah. I was really, you know, they had everybody up there again. They were going to try to pay us back with a big block, but Abarca, he hurried up. He got that punt off, and luckily for us, it stayed in bounds. It just creeped right along the sideline, and it could have bounced out easily. It just bounced in and just kept rolling forward within 3 yards of the sideline.
How many times can you ask your defense to respond? Here's another one. Under center is Colson. Handoff to Cunningham, running left, breaks out of a tackle inside the 35 towards the 32. It's a gain of 10 and a 1st down. They had him about a yard beyond the line of scrimmage and couldn't bring him down.
Yeah, we just got to do a better job of holding on and kind of getting out strength a little bit there by Cunningham.
Well, to make matters worse, it looks like he's just shy. Just shy. I mean, it is 2nd and inches.
That makes it really tough on a defensive coordinator to figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah, that ball's just shy of the 32-yard line. Yeah, you got a myriad of possibilities. This will be a pitch right. And now a pass. Nope, he's going to take off with the football. Cunningham has got a 1st down tackle from behind. He wanted to throw. Abadka got him at the 30-yard line, but the Beat Diggers secondary did the job of not being sucked in and allowing the throw to be made by Cunningham, which would have been a touchdown had the man been open.
Yeah, we had some good coverage there. The defensive backs did a good job of not getting sucked in there. They stayed with the guy. They didn't let anybody get behind him, and luckily for us, we had enough pressure on him that he just tucked it and tried to run.
Gain of 3 for Cunningham. 1st and 10 for the Reds at the Brush 29. 7:07 to go in the game. Brush 20, Eaton 13. One receiver to the left, one to the right. There's the handoff on the left side to Salazar, and he's got some decent yardage off left tackle inside the 30 towards the 26. That will give him just about 3 yards in the play as Peterson made the hit. 2nd down and 7 to go for the Reds inside of 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go from Brush.
Yeah, it seemed like he was really going to run with that thing. It looked like he was going to get a lot more yards than that because that hole opened up big.
Lining up on the left side of the field. 2nd and 7 from the 26-yard line of Brush. Colson going to hand it off right up the gut to Salazar. He's swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Bee Diggers were there to make the play. Peterson and others. And let's see, was that Adrian Lopez for the secondary as well? 3rd and 7 to go for Eaton.
Boy, that was a big play right there. We still couldn't bring him down, but we didn't let him get upfield on us. Great play there by the defense.
The receiver to the left is Devin McKinney. To the right, Mason Willitson from the gun. Back to throw is Colson, setting up deep over the middle, wide open. Touchdown to Jason Landon. It's a touchdown from 26 yards away. And the Reds are within 1 point. They're within 1 point. It's Brush 20, Eaton 19.
Yeah, he was wide open. We weren't even close to him, and then he had a little bit of a size advantage there.
Are they going to go for 2 or kick the extra point? Let's see. The holder's out there.
They don't have a kicker.
Watch out. They could fake this thing. They could easily fake this thing. There's the snap. The kick is up. And that kick is good. We've got 5:48 to go in the game. Eaton 20, Brush 20 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. On a 3rd down play, a 26-yard pass from Austin Colson to Jason Landon. Extra point was good, and we're deadlocked at 20 with 5:48 to go in the game from Bee Digger Stadium. What a game, Dave.
Oh, this is exciting. This is a fun game. I'm really enjoying this.
Well, let's see what the Bee Diggers can do on special teams to kick it off. Is Tanner Frank. He's had some terrible kickoffs. So the Bee Diggers have got to be careful. They've had their hands guys up there. Jordan Taylor has basically smothered a couple of footballs. Frank will line drive this towards the sideline. It'll be fielded on a hop by Peterson at the 15. Running to his left to the 25. Looking for a seam. He can't get around the special teams player for Eaton. And he's tackled around the ankles at about the 22-23 yard line. Bee Diggers will have it with 5:43 to go. And the Bee Diggers missed an extra point in this game. Or had one blocked, actually.
Yep. This is exciting. You know, we got Urbina who can kick the ball a long ways without even taking any steps. Puga's shown he can kick it a long ways.
1st and 10 for Brush at their own 23-yard line. Out of the shotgun is Cade Urich. He'll hand it off to Peterson on the left side, breaks out of a tackle, and he stretches across the 25 to the 30, a gain of 7, but I think the Bee Diggers were holding in the backfield.
Yeah, I'm afraid we had a hold against us there. We were trying to seal off that defensive end.
Dave, I think the Bee Diggers are going to need a face mask against Brush. That could be worse if that's they're not calling it a personal foul face mask, just an incidental one. Yeah.
How can you block up there? You're not supposed to block a guy's head.
One of the offensive linemen obviously got a little bit high. A little bit too high on the uniform.
Saw Coach Call spread him out this time. Didn't try to go power. Just to get those Eaton Reds out of the box and give us some running room.
It'll be 1st and 13 from the 20. In a shotgun is Urich. Has the football, back to throw, setting up deep up the sideline, incomplete. Trent Mount had a step on the defender at the 50, but it was overthrown. It'll be 2nd down and 13. And Cade Urich's got a really strong arm. And I thought he had some decent touch there. It's just, that's a long throw to make.
Yeah, just too far down the field. Mount really laid out there. He landed on his belly after he didn't catch it. You could tell it knocked the wind out of him.
Yeah, very difficult throw to make. 2nd down and 13 for the Bee Diggers at their own 20-yard line. Urich again in a shotgun. As the football rolls to his right, deep up the middle, the pass is incomplete, and Mounts was in front, not behind the defenders, and that ball fell inside the 50, on the other side of the 50, and Mount was at about his own 42 or 43. That'll be 3rd down.
Some definite miscommunication there. Two Eaton Reds a lot closer to the ball than Mount was. But he's getting some time to throw. The offensive line's doing a pretty good job of keeping the pressure off.
Trips to the right. 5:18 to go in the game. 3rd and 13 for the 20 for the Diggers. There's the snap. Rolling to his right is Urich. Setting up, throwing, complete to Colin Cole. And he stretches. I think he's right at the stick. Very close to a 1st down. If he's short, Dave, it's very, very close. Yeah, he's going to be short. It's a gain of about 13. He needed about 13 and a half. And the officials give him a spot that the Bee Digger fans are not happy with.
I'm not sure if they're going to they're going to measure it. But Colin Cole's had 2 big clutch catches tonight. Yeah. I bet he's wishing he would have just been upfield like maybe another yard.
I think it's going to be barely short.
Think Coach Cole will go for it again?
Yes. I mean, look how close that is. I mean, he's short by about 3 inches.
Well, they got to goose and go. They can't go up there and let them know when they're going. It's going to have to be a silent count. Last time, Eaton, they kind of submarined our guys and got underneath of us. They definitely controlled the line of scrimmage and actually shoved us backwards when we tried to do that quarterback keeper last time.
4th down and inches from the 33. The Bee Diggers are on their own side of the field. This could be a backbreaker if they don't pick it up. Urich under center. Urich hands off to Peterson, left side, 1st down across the 35 towards the 39. Great blocking there. It's a gain of 6 for Jaron Peterson. What's his yardage total, Dave?
Well, that takes him up to 90 yards now on 18 carries, so he's having a great night. Really good play there call by Coach Call. You know, they were expecting that quarterback keeper again. He goes on a long count, runs off tackle on the left side.
1st and 10 for the Bee Diggers at their own 39-yard line. Let's see if it's going to be a heavy dose of Peterson right now. He's got the football on the pitch, but he backs in right to the line of scrimmage. No shot there. Lost half a yard. 2nd down and 10. There was no blocking there for the Bee Diggers, at least for Peterson to be able to run through.
Well, it's tough to run. You know, they got, like I said, they got 10 guys in the box. We only have 7 offensive linemen up there. A couple of running backs that might be able to get up there and make a block, but you know, it's just tough to run against when they're going to gamble like that on defense. You don't see that very often.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. From the 39, 2nd and 10. Cade Urich has the football. Option left. There's a shovel pass to Trent Mount. He's down after half a yard, if even that. It'll be 3rd down and about 10.
Nice call. They were expecting that option. The corner out here flew out there to get the pitch, man, and Urich did the shuttle pass up on the inside. I just think Mount might have made the wrong choice. He cut it outside when he maybe should have shot up the middle just to pick up 2 or 3 yards at least.
We've got 3.5 to go in the game. Brush 20, Eaton 20. 3rd and 10. The Diggers at their own 39-yard line. Trips to the right, and the ball goes through Urich. He picks it up. He's got to get rid of it, and now he throws it away. It could be intentional grounding. Let's see. There's no flag thrown because he was getting hit. Didn't get it back to the line of scrimmage, so I think the Diggers got away with one there. It'll be 4th down and 10. Brush will have to punt with 3:18 to go in the game, but an excellent job by Urich getting rid of that football because that could have been a 10 to 15-yard loss.
Yeah, he made it look like he was trying to get it to our receiver that was out there on the Eaton sideline. Definitely saved us 10 yards, and we need every yard we can get here now.
Well, it's going to be up to special teams and defense right now. Abadka to punt. And Salazar back deep to receive. Perfect snap. And that punt is an end over end. Fielded at the 27. Running to his left to the 30. Back to the middle to the 35. And then a Beat Digger's got him right there. Good open field tackle. And that was Nick Wellen, the freshman, making a big play for Brush. We're down to 3:08 to go in the game. And this is a very dangerous offense. We know that for Eaton, Dave.
Yep, they got the speed, that's for sure. They can run the ball upfield. They can definitely throw the ball well. Like we've been doing, we just got to get pressure on Colson.
Can the Digger defense make a big play? 1st and 10. Eaton at their own 36. There's the give up the middle to Cunningham. And he dives across the 40 towards the 42. It's a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4 to go for the Reds. We're inside of 3 minutes to go. They're right up to the line of scrimmage. Out of a shotgun. Colson, handoff. And a gain of about 2 off to the right side. That was Cunningham again. Chacon makes the tackle. 3rd and 2 from the 44. We're down to 2:34 to go. Really, the clock is no factor at this point. Not yet. 3rd down and 2. Big play for the Digger defense. Out of the gun. There's the give. And hit behind the line of scrimmage. What a play by the Diggers. Ryan Dunker. And the ball was fumbled. And the Beat Diggers have got it. Holy mahungus. Wow, what a pop there.
Yeah, they just tried to go back to that same play with that hurry-up offense, and I don't blame them wanting to put it in Cunningham's hands, let him make the big plays, but the Diggers just hit him about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and the ball came out.
Yeah, I didn't even see the ball get loose here.
It just dropped straight on the ground. It's laid there for a while, and the Diggers saw it and jumped on it.
Not sure who recovered that fumble, but the Beat Diggers now have it with 2:22 to go in the game at the 43-yard line of the Reds. 1st and 10 for Brush. Peterson in motion to the left. Urick in a shotgun. Urick rolls to his left. Will take off with the football, and he's going to be tackled from behind right at the line of scrimmage. He was hit initially by Edward Fritzler. They might give him a yard to the 42. 2nd down and 9 to go for Brush. Let's see if a field goal is a possibility from J.R. Puga. I mean, Urbina's got a great leg as well.
Well, I'd definitely give him a shot at it as well as both of them kick, but our offensive line's got to do a better job right now.
Out of the shotgun. Urick rolls to his left, still rolling, throws, passes tipped, incomplete. There were 2 receivers in the same area on the left side, Brown and Mount. That's obviously a mistake in route running.
Yeah, that's going to be a completed pass if they don't both knock the ball out of each other's hands.
Yeah, and the tip was not by Eaton. It was off a Beat Digger. 1:46 to go. 3rd and 9 at the 42. I wouldn't even be surprised if this is a run to see if Peterson can get loose.
Screen pass, come on.
Trips to the right. 3rd and 9 for the 42. And there is an option right to throw his Urick. He's getting pressured. He throws incomplete as he was falling to the ground. Nearly a horse collar. I think he might have been asking for one because they got him fairly high. 4th down and 9. 1:40 to go, Dave. I think you've got a punt here, don't you?
Yeah, I think you have to, especially when you just can't give them that field position when they're such a powerful offense.
There's Daniel Abadka. Man, credit Eaton. They played some excellent defense there because the Beat Diggers had a shot to get into that red zone and maybe go for a game-winning field goal. 1:40 to go. Deadlocked at 20. 4th down and 9 for Brush at the Eaton 42. Perfect snap. Abadka gets it off another beautiful fluttering punt towards the 5. Salazar has it at the 10. Got to make a tackle. There's Colin Cole out there who got a piece of him. Then another Beat Digger cleaned it up across the 15 to about the 19, a return of 14 yards. And we'll find out if the Reds are going to be conservative here, deep in their own territory or not.
Well, we can't let our aggressiveness, get us in trouble here. We got to remember that screen pass that they had that huge success with earlier. Last time they just wanted to run the ball.
1st and 10 for Eaton at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun is Colson. 5-step drop, looking deep over the middle. The pass is broken up beautifully by Ben Brown at the 38. Intended over there for Evan Anderson. That was a strong throw by Colson, but Brown made a Pro Bowl type of play.
You bet. He was behind him, but right when the ball got there, he got his left arm in front of him and knocked the ball down.
1:25 to go in the game.
I'm sorry. I was going to say they've thrown the ball for 107 yards tonight. That's a big night for a high school football team.
Yep. 2nd and 10 for the Reds at their own 19. Receiver split to the left and right. Cunningham might get it here. He will not. Back to throw again. Deep drop, setting up the screen over the middle. It is caught by Cunningham, and he's got a first down into the secondary. Brown's got him at about the 34. It's a gain of 15. And the Reds still have a ways to go with 1:16 to go in the game.
Yeah, that's been their best play all night. That screen pass.
Clock is running inside 1:10 to go. 1st and 10 for the 34. 4-step drop. Goes deep up the left side. Receivers out there, incomplete. Trent Mount had the defense of Devin McKinney along the left sideline, who had half a step, but that's not enough for separation. 2nd down and 10, 1:03 remaining in the game.
Yep, stops the clock for him, but like you said, Trent Mount was right there by it. I think had that ball been just a little bit shorter, though, they were in position. They could have made the play.
The official spot is just beyond the 33. 2nd and 10 for the Reds on their own side of the field. Pressure coming up the middle. Back to throw to the right. Incomplete. He bounced it into Evan Anderson, and that was because of the pressure applied by the Beat Diggers right up the gut. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, we're sending linebackers in that 5-man front and sent a linebacker in the A gap and made him throw it sooner than he wanted to.
How about a second straight turnover for Eaton? Watch out for Colin Cole. This guy's a playmaker. Came up with an INT last week. 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Pass to the right side. A diving reception. Did he catch it? I think Landon did catch it, but he's short of a first down, which means if Eaton doesn't call a timeout, the clock is going to keep running. Now they call the timeout. With 49 seconds to go, it's a gain of about, that's about 8.5 yards. We'll call it 9. It's 4th and about 1.5 yards to go. This is a huge decision for head coach Zach Lemon. I mean, you don't make it here, the Beat Diggers could win the game.
Yeah. They definitely have to. I think they're going to have to give the ball to Colson, or let Colson run the ball. Give him the chance to either throw it or run it. But I think they're going to have to take a big shot right here. The Diggers are going to play the run. I think they're going to throw the ball down the field.
One-on-one coverage. 4th down and 1 yard to go, 1.5 yards to go at their own 42-yard line. 49 seconds remaining in the game. Brush 20, Eaton 20. On homecoming night, the Beat Diggers fell behind 7-0 and 13-7. Took a 14-13 lead on a 15-yard pass from Urich to Colin Cole. Then a block punt recovered by Jade Quinn in the end zone gave the Beat Diggers a 7-point advantage. Then Eaton tied it. 4th and 1. Handoff. Cunningham left side. First down as he barrels into Ryan Dunker at the 45. It's a gain of 3. Clock stops for the movement of the chains. 43.6 seconds to go in the game. Eaton back up to the line of scrimmage. Clock has restarted. Back to throw is Colson. Pressure coming. The slant incomplete. Pass intended for Evan Anderson on that left side. Defended by Trent Mount, who's done very well in the secondary. 8th play of the drive coming up. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 34.7 seconds remaining in the game from Beat Digger Stadium.
8 for 19 passing, 131 yards.
That's it? He's throwing just 19. I mean, it seems like he's thrown 50 times at this.
But I'll tell you what, 19 seems like a lot.
No, yeah. Well, a lot of those in the second half. On 2nd down and 10 for the 45. Colson awaits a snap in the shotgun. 5-step drop. Over the middle, the pass is complete. Wide open up first down to the Beat Digger 45. And that once again is Jason Landon, who caught the 26-yard pass that tied the game. 29.3 seconds to go. Cole made the tackle. Yeah, they need a lot more to get into field goal range because even the extra points were barely made. They might have to go for the touchdown here. Clock is running. 26 seconds to go. Is he going to down it? Yes. Under center. Colson will spike it. 10th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down and 10 with 24.4 seconds remaining. The winner will move to 2-1. The loser drops to 1-2.
They're going to take some shots to the end zone, I think.
I think you have to.
Yeah.
You got to. They're not going to kick an extra field goal here. 2nd down and 10 for the 45 of Brush. Anderson in motion to the right. Colson awaiting the snap. Long count. Back to throw. Deep in the pocket. Rolling to his right. Pressure coming. He is going to be sacked. He is going to be sacked. Ryan Dunker is down on the ground. He might have gotten hurt on that play back at the 50-yard line on the other side of the 50. A loss of about 5. And that might be it. We're going to go to overtime. Are they going to call timeout and throw one into the end zone? No, they're not going to do it. We go to overtime at Beat Digger Stadium. The score, Brush 20, Eaton 20. On 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Beltran back with Dave Urich at Beat Digger Stadium, headed to overtime. Brush 20, Eaton 20. The Reds won the toss. They will be on defense, so the Beat Diggers have the ball at the Eaton 10-yard line. And then Eaton will have an opportunity.
Well, this is where having a good kicking game pays off.
Oh, gosh. This will be interesting, Dave, because both teams have had issues with extra points. Brush had one blocked, and Eaton missed one as well. They also missed a 2-point conversion. Actually, I think that's what Eaton missed. No, Eaton hasn't missed one. They missed a 2-point conversion. I didn't get the logic as to why they did not kick the extra point. But even the 2 extra points they've made have been shaky.
Yep. Really high kicks like the kicker almost scoops it.
Here we go in overtime. The Beat Diggers with the football first. They'll have trips to the right. Jaron Peterson is the lone setback. In motion to the left is Trent Mount. Urich will hand it off to Peterson, off left tackle, and he dives inside the 5. And maybe just to the 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 to go for Brush. Or 2nd down from the 5, I should say. Obviously, there are no chains out there.
So still having luck running over the left side. Takes Peterson to 95 yards tonight.
Out of the gun is Urich. Peterson to his right. Will it be Peterson again? Yes, it will, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They keyed on him as he ran to his left. 3rd down from the 5-yard line.
A lot of times you run that same play back-to-back like that because you're setting something up.
Yeah, they're not thinking field goal here, not when you have the ball first. 3rd down and goal. Naked backfield. Peterson in motion to the right. Urich looking to throw to his right. Pass is caught by Peterson, and he lunges towards the goal line. He's trying to get in, held up just short at about the 1.5 as he caught the ball in the right flat. 4th down. That's going to be a little bit outside the 1.
It was a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch. He just didn't quite have enough power. We needed a guy to get behind him and help push him in the end zone.
Well, the spot is just inside the 2. About 1.75 yards to go. 4th down for the Beat Diggers on this first possession of overtime. If Eaton stops them, all they need is a few. Urich is under center. On 4th down, under center. Hands off. Peterson, left side, lunges, and he's not going to get in. Peterson is held out of the end zone. Edward Fritzler made the tackle, and now Eaton can win it with a field goal. And Peterson getting up slowly.
Yeah, 2 yards out. You got to be able to make that block. You know, they had most of their guys stuffed up there on the inside, and Digger's having a lot of luck all night running to the left. This time it just didn't pay off for them. Eaton defensive linemen just kind of having their way with their offensive line at times tonight.
And that passing game is so good for Eaton. Bead Diggers have done a credible job, but now they're playing with a short field here. First down from the 10-yard line. Trips to the right. One receiver to the left. Cunningham is the lone setback. In a shotgun, Colson hands it off to Cunningham. Held up behind the line of scrimmage. Bead Diggers got a lot of players in there early. Michael Nichols made the first hit. Second down from the 11. It's a loss of 1 for Travis Cunningham.
We've been missing those tackles tonight. This time they didn't. Boy, one of the kids actually grabbed a hold of his shirt, but there was a lot of other people coming in there to make a team tackle.
2 more plays for Eaton. If they don't get in, interesting to see if they'll go for the game-winning field goal. On second down from the 11. Got to watch out for that receiver to the left, a very dangerous Mason Willitson. He's very dangerous. In motion now to the right. There is the pitch left to Cunningham. Tries to take it back to the inside to the 10, to the 5, towards the end zone, and he's going to be short. In fact, his knee might have been down well before that at about the 3 or 4 yard line, and it was. But it's a gain of 8. Just shy of the 3.
Gives him 90 yards tonight on 24 carries. But there you go. That's why Coach Call went for the touchdown, because he knows they have those 10-yard bursts.
The ball is at the 3, third down and goal for Eaton. Deadlocked at 20 in overtime. The Bead Diggers were held out of the end zone in the extra session. In a shotgun is Colson. Hands it off right side to Cunningham, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. If not, he lost a yard. Back at the 4. Dunker made the tackle. Are they going to go for the field goal? Yeah, I don't see a kicker out there. It would only be about a 21-yard field goal.
Yep, they just sent him out there.
All right, now a timeout is called by Brush, brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. 842-4555. On a fourth down from the 2, Jaron Peterson was held up and held out of the end zone. And now the Reds have the ball at the 4 on 4th and goal. They can attempt what would be about a 21-yard field goal. I got to spot who that kicker is. Here for, they've had a couple of different guys kick. Yeah, Edward Fritzler, as they had Tanner Frank on the kickoffs as well. Either way, Dave, it's been a great game.
Yeah, just crazy. It's been a fun night. Well, I'll tell you what, that big timeout because of the lights getting shut off, and Eaton marches down right off the bat, and then we come back. It's just been up and down. It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah. And if they do not get in, we go to double overtime, and then Eaton would have the ball first. Yeah, Fritzler's in there. This is a 20-yard field goal from the left side for the win. Low snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Eaton wins in overtime on a 20-yard field goal by Edward Fritzler. Eaton 23, Brush 20. It's a 3-minute break. We're back in 3 minutes on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Beat Digger post-game shows brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center with 3 locations to serve you better. Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan, your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies from plumbing to feed. Mr. D's Ace Home Center. The Beat Diggers lose a tough one in overtime. I'm John Beltran with Dave Urich here at Beat Digger Stadium on homecoming night, 23-20. Here's how the scoring went as Eaton got off to a 7-0 lead, a 5-play, 61-yard drive. In a minute 53, Mason Willitson with a 3-yard touchdown catch, to make it 7-0 off the extra point. Beat Diggers would come back later in the second quarter. 11 plays, 85 yards in 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Jaron Peterson scores from 35 yards out. The game is tied at 7. That was a score at halftime. And then Eaton grabbed the lead midway through the third, a 4-minute and 48-second drive off a short field 45-yard drive. 10 plays, and it was Isaiah Salazar and a 7-yard run on a fourth down. The 2-point conversion was missed. It was 13-7. Colin Cole caught a 15-yard pass from Cade Urich on a fourth down. PAT was good with 3:58 to go in the third. It was a 4-minute and 3-second drive, 59 yards, 6 plays. Bee Diggers led 14-13. And then, moments later, Jade Queen recovered a blocked punt in the end zone. It was blocked by Jaron Peterson. However, the extra point was missed. That would be a big miss. It was 20-13. Eaton would tie the game midway through the fourth quarter. 26-yard touchdown pass from Austin Colson to Jason Landon. Extra point was good. Bee Diggers had their shot late in the game after recovering a fumble inside the Eaton 45-yard line. Really couldn't move the football. Had to punt it back to Eaton. They got near midfield. The game went to overtime. The Bee Diggers had it first. They got to the 2-yard line. Jaron Peterson was held out of the end zone. Eaton got it back, and they had to attempt a 20-yard field goal, and Edward Fritzler made it. And that was it. Eaton wins the game 23-20, a game full of everything from what we saw in special teams tonight with penalties, passing, running, a blackout. We had a blackout, not a power outage because it was only the stadium lights. We had power everywhere else. A blackout for 20 minutes, and a homecoming king and queen were crowned as well at halftime. An incredible game, Dave. Let's run through the numbers on both sides.
Yeah, you know, it was a fun game. Just so much happened, like you said, a lot of seesawing. But I'm going to go ahead and start off with Eaton. You know, they outgained Brush 299 yards unofficially offensively to Brush's 207. They had 48 offensive plays. We had 47. But they spread the ball around quite a bit. Travis Cunningham was their leading offensive person. He had 89 yards on 25 carries. Colson was their quarterback, but he had 14 carries for 44 yards. He also threw the ball 141 yards, 20 attempts. He completed 9 of those. He spread that out among 6 different receivers, and you know that made it pretty tough for the defensive backs of Brush to cover.
Yeah, the Bee Diggers did a fairly credible job considering, as you mentioned, he wasn't targeting one receiver. He did Landon late in the game with a touchdown pass and one that went to about the 45-yard line. But before that, he was throwing to Anderson, to McKinney. You never knew who Colson was throwing the football to, and that was a huge challenge for the secondary, even for the linebackers, with the guys out of the backfield as well, which didn't play as much of a role in the passing game. But anyway, the Bee Diggers really relied on one ground gainer to get it done tonight, even though they fell short.
Right, Jaron Peterson, he carried the ball 21 times for 95 yards. Cade Urich had 10 carries for 30 yards. He also threw the ball 13 times. He had 77 yards. He completed 4 of those. The 2 receivers were Peterson and Cole. Like you said, you know, Peterson was the guy that really had the big offensive game tonight. You know, when it all comes down to it, Eaton controlled the line of scrimmage a lot better than Brush did, and I think that's the result of the game.
Bee Digger Player of the Game is brought to you by Cargill, committed to feeding the world, in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at Cargill.com. I got to give it to Peterson, right? We have to give it to him. He had the big play on special teams. He scored the first touchdown. He ran extremely hard. Didn't get into the end zone in the final play, but, I mean, it's a team game. It's not his mistake there on the final play that the Bee Diggers had offensively in overtime, but it was certainly a collective effort. But Jaron Peterson is our player of the game, Dave.
Absolutely. Had big plays on defense, special teams, like you said. You know, he came out and had a great game. A lot of guys had good games, but he did stand out. The
Bee Diggers fall to 1-2 on the season, and they'll be in Arvada, their road opener, coming up a week from tonight, 7 o'clock, against the Faith Christian Eagles right here on 1010, as well as KSIR.com. Eaton improves to 2-1 on the season. Check us out, by the way. We've combined. We're in cooperation with Colorado Preps. That's what I'm trying to say, with Colorado Preps. And we've joined forces, finally, I've got the terminology right, with Colorado Preps, and you can check out our Northeast Preps Facebook page for game stories, pictures, videos, and so much more. Outstanding job by our sound engineer and producer, Rose Condis, and our replay engineer, Julie Garcia. For Dave Urich, I'm John Beltran. The final score once again tonight from Beat Digger Stadium. It was a tough one, but a great game tonight. Eaton wins in overtime over Brush, 23-20. You're watching the Beat Digger post-game show on Facebook Live and listening to it on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com.